keep this urine when you're being tested for steroids in the NFL or the Major League Baseball. Because
what do you mean?
They have retested a sample of Barry Bonds' urine.
Right.
And now they say he tested positive. You know, these are
You are
urine
kidding me.
samples they've been holding.
What? They keep the urine? I mean, I would think they do the test and then they throw out the urine.
Can I come clean about something?
This urine is from 2004.
Oh my God. Wow.
I have a great revelation, and this is going to be one of those things where I shouldn't say this out loud, but I'm going to. I purchased urine.
You're kidding. When? When did you purchase it?
The day after I made that stupid promise to you.
Are you serious?
And I had to throw it the fuck out. I put it behind a bunch of liquor bottles.
Where do you go to get it?
Oh, a kid sold it to me.
Are you serious? Because I would think you could know someone who would just piss in a jar for
What
you.
happened was there's a bunch of kids in the town I grew up. They're all fuck-ups, but they're trying to get on the fire department.
Right.
So to get
why did you ask me to give you a urine test? And I even protested. I said, Artie, I don't want to give you a urine test. Why did you? Like, you were nuts.
Yeah, it sucked.
You know you would fail.
Well, no, I'd still be okay with it. I'd still be clean, except for Subutex liquor.
For Subutex liquor and what else?
Maybe weed.
Mm-hmm.
But
you're doing great.
No. I was next. I was next to somebody who was smoking weed, but no, that could fail. And you know, I don't know. I'm fine. I'm not on heroin, but I paid $500.
Oh.
And I told the kid he's trying to get on the fire department, you know, and. He's like, yeah, this is brutal. I haven't smoked pot or done anything for 6 months. And...
Oh, so he's going to get urine for himself. How gross is it?
It's gross. I made him.
Where do you? What did they sell it to you in a jar?
Well, he came over to my place and I made him piss in the. You know, I didn't see dick in cup, but
right.
He put it in like a Poland Spring bottle, and then I transferred it with gloves to something else, and then I put tinfoil around it.
Because it's so gross to look at.
Yeah, and then I put it in the back of a bunch of whiskey bottles, and then I just threw it out like last week. I forgot
So
I
what
had
part of you insists to me? I said to you, Art, you don't have to do a urine test.
Because I was
don't
excited.
Want to.
I tried to make it sound like I'm normal.
Yeah, but
I yearn to be normal.
I know, but I told you you're never going to pass it.
No.
And, you couldn't pass a urine test ever.
Yes, I could.
Why don't
you couldn't.
Yes, I could.
When?
Just put Artie in rehab.
Yeah. I'm not in rehab. Why?
Because someone I talked to someone about that, and they explained to me Artie's got to want. You could, there are people go. Everyone acts like rehab's the cure.
I'm totally fine.
You could go into 95 rehabs and still not be better because you got to want it.
Guys, I've been clean
off.
Steve-O.
He fought it.
Well, Steve's a hole.
Can I just
Jesus
talk about
Christ? The guy's bleeding and throwing shit at the and that may I add, they waited till that happened.
Can I just talk about how it's just so funny because I want to go pull the tape of how insulted and indignant Artie was.
This is what's great about
when I
me,
said
guy.
I had to watch Artie pee in a cup, and he goes, "Are you insane? Do you think I'm fucking crazy enough to go? I'm going to buy urine."
He fails his first drug test. I've already picked the date of his drug test.
But he can't know the date.
No, he doesn't know.
All right,
Don't worry.
It should be every other day or so. What are you waiting for?
Why there's a special day. You should be
it's random. It's random drug testing. I'll do whatever the fuck you want.
And it should be regular.
He doesn't know, and Gary's going to watch his penis in the cup.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, well, he has to. Somebody has to. He'll bring out a whiz in there.
Then I'm not doing it.
Then you got to walk in the room naked.
Then I quit the show.
You have to walk in naked because you're going to get a bag of urine in there.
I'm going to get a bag of urine
in your pants.
Where am I going to get a bag?
You'll buy it.
You could frisk me before I go in.
People buy urine to pass drug tests.
You seen the Whizzinator? It's a fake penis with a bladder.
Yeah.
I don't have the Whizzinator on.
Sure you don't.
Where do I have it?
You think it's ridiculous for us to think that you might try to beat a drug test? That you wouldn't pay Teddy for his urine or something?
Teddy's not.
I'm just saying. I'm giving you.
Teddy's urine is way too expensive.
You know a bunch of people. You throw money at everything.
Then we'll have a girl.
I don't know one person who doesn't do drugs or drink. Where am I getting urine from? No, I bought urine before you accused me of buying it.
Yes,
I did. But if you could go back to whatever those days are, I'm wearing a leather jacket and I have the urine in here in my breast
pocket.
pocket.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so if you look at the tape, it might be like
You could see
You mean you were carrying the urine with you because you thought we were going to do the urine
he
test?
didn't know when the test was going to come.
You're officially the funniest person I've ever met.
I came in here.
Meanwhile, you weren't even clean when you said I'm going to take a urine test.
Yes, I was.
Then why would you buy urine?
No.
If it was the next day.
I was worried that stuff would show up. Okay, very worried.
Art.
Stuff that you take.
But I haven't done heroin since December 24th.
But
I haven't.
No, but we were giving you a drug test for everything.
I know. That's where I made a mistake. I should have made it just heroin.
Just heroin. I don't know if they make that test.
They do. You could just check for opiates.
Ignore coke or anything like this. No, just
yeah,
heroin.
you could.
Just
you could
tell us
see.
if there's heroin in
you
there.
could see specific stuff.
All right. Well, anyway, that's a very interesting revelation.
But I was always wondering about if the urine stayed
good.
Because then the one guy said, you have a way to keep it warm because it can't be cold. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I would put it in a room with heat
next to the boiler.
Did you really?
Listen, Howard, I'm crazy.
Oh, my God.
I don't want, I want to keep my job here. It's very important to me.
But that wasn't a condition of keeping your job.
Yeah, it was just to go to rehab.
See, I had to say it, but that's how good of a person I am. I had to say it.
All right, let's go to Robin because that sounds crazy.
Funny.
No, but the urine got real dark as the days went on.
Stay good.
And I was like, does this even look like fresh urine?
Right. Well,
there were flaws.
I am shocked to hear that they saved his urine, but there you go.
The samples are believed to contain traces of the previously undetectable designer steroid known as THG, or the Clear. It was called the Clear because it wasn't supposed to show up on tests. The New York Times reported last week that federal authorities had detected anabolic steroids in a urine sample linked to Bonds. However, it's unclear if that urine sample and the sample seized in the 2004 raid are the same.
Well, in interest to keep up with Artie on the show, I have a confession to make. In my jacket right now, I have a bottle of shit I carry with me.
What are you carrying that for?
I can't tell you exactly why.
Oh, when Dr. Drew said the penis and cup thing, I had the urine on me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was going to take it out. If you guys made me do the test, I was going to take it out and put it on the table.
Oh, that's good.
I should have done that. Fuck.
Wow.
Well, we didn't test you.
You're really an addict.
No, Howard, I'm a dedicated worker.
Sorry.
Oh.
Who else? I'd break my ass. I'd break my ass ever since I was a fucking
You're in a dark place,
longshoreman.
brother. You're in a dark place.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Yeah, you are.
But no, I'm okay. I'm okay, I think. Because if I can stay away from the hard shit, my life won't become chaotic.
But, Artie, are you going to drink?
Yes.
No, I haven't had a drink.
That's not true.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Okay, well, let's go penis and cup right now.
I have to watch.
I haven't. You ask anybody at my gigs, I'm totally sober. I'm fine.
Then why don't you take a real urine test?
Because the Subutex, I was afraid I couldn't stay off the Subutex long enough. And, every once in a while you might have a drink.
So you're saying there was no entertainment lawyer?
No.
Who called you and said you shouldn't take a urine test?
Yeah, he did call.
See, for once at least I didn't get fooled about that.
No, he did call me,
Yeah.
the guy.
Sure.
4 in the morning.
But he told me the second book deal was up to 1.5.
Harry,
That is crazy.
does this surprise you?
No, nothing surprises me
Really?
anymore. Nothing surprises me anymore. But the only thing that Artie is the world's best liar.
That's crazy.
But although I wasn't buying into it, as soon as he said he didn't want to do it, I knew that there was something up. And when he got indignant about, what am I going to buy urine? But the fact that he had it on him in his pocket,
He was walking around with a bottle
while
of
he's
piss.
yelling at me for saying, it's great. I said he's officially the funniest person I know. That is fucking funny.
Now, you obviously can't believe anything now after
Oh, I
that.
stopped believing before, but this is. I think what he just said is actually one of the funniest things I've ever
You're
heard.
taking this pretty well.
No, it's funny.
Dude, so you're buying piss now?
Yeah, man, it's terrible. It's one step above buying shit.
Is that one of the low moments in your life?
No.
Buying urine?
No, the lowest moment in my life probably was, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Having dinner with DePace down at Point Pleasant with Scott and some of his kids. That was a low moment in my life. Drinking piss is second.
Let's have a moment with Steve Langford, who's really dedicated. He's a dedicated newsman. You gotta hand it to the guy. He takes his job seriously. Impressive. Go ahead. Let's hear what you got.
Is Eric the Midget's next public appearance soon to be a victim of this devastating economic crisis, or just a complete and total lack of interest in meeting the angry little guy? Eric's set to meet and greet his fans at a Sacramento Kings game February 27, but so far only 2 tickets for Eric's appearance have been sold, and the guy who bought those 2 lonely tickets, we are told, now wants his money back.
Is that true?
That's what we are told. A source in a position to know now telling Howard 100 News Eric the Midget's appearance is this close to being canceled.
Eric, I thought you said 200 people were going to be going to your appearance.
Well, Johnny hasn't bought the tickets yet. That's what the 200 to 400 tickets to be sold, they were going to be bought by Johnny.
Yeah, but I mean, if Johnny buys them, what's he going to do with them? I mean, that's how you're going to... So 200 people aren't buying tickets. It's just going to be Johnny Fratto bailing you out. You know, what do you have to say, Steve?
Well, Johnny told us yesterday there is 0.0 chance of him buying any tickets to this.
Really?
Yes.
Eric, Johnny's telling you news. He's not buying any tickets. How do you get that so wrong?
Shithead. I don't have it wrong.
Steve said...
He said to me that he would consider it. Eric, the loser. And if the team was better than they are, then maybe people would come see this meet and greet. Eric, the asshole. Maybe if I was doing it for the Lakers, which I've asked Johnny to set that up.
Yes, Gary.
Hey, if you go to Gary page 1, there's a funny piece of tape. So this whole thing starts out where Eric calls Johnny Fratto at like 2:30 in the morning to say, "Hey, you got to buy up all these tickets." It's in the left hand. It's in the left hand corner. Don't play the first one. That's just Eric going on and on.
Yeah.
But Johnny calls back. It's the funniest thing because you can hear the baby screaming and wailing. Johnny's like, "Don't ever fucking call here at 2:30 in the morning."
The second one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric, how in the world do you wake me up at 2:30 in the morning? You want me to buy 200 tickets? What are you, nuts? If you call late like this again, I swear to God, I'm going to get a fucking screwdriver, and I'm going to come up there and I'm going to take you apart. If you don't call in the night, you fucked me up. I'm definitely going to get even with you now. All right.
What are you doing? The guy's a family man. You're calling him at 2:30 in the morning?
And bugging him about buying your tickets.
Eric, you can't be for real.
I am.
Why did you call him at 2:30 in the morning?
There's never been a problem with it in the past.
You know, if someone calls your house past 10 o'clock at night, they're fucking rude. 2:30 in the morning?
And when you have a baby.
Oh, my God. Well, he does. He has another baby. He has Eric the Midget.
Eric, shut up, Midget.
You're a baby.
Well, you don't make any sense.
Jackass.
You don't call someone's house with your needs at 2:30 in the morning. It's a babyish thing. It's like behaving like a baby.
I mean, you're not even. It's not urgent to buy these tickets. You don't need to call him at 2:30 in the morning.
Eric, that's what you sound like.
It is urgent. I don't want this to be, another thing where no one shows up.
It's too late.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, it says here, Eric the Midget's forehead looks huge today. Let me take a look at that. Put it up on screen, guys. Whoa!
What happened?
Eric, what's going on? I think combing your hair back that severe is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a lot of forehead.
No one else fucking complain. Shut up.
No one else is honest with you. That's a lot of forehead.
And a lot of big blotch there, too.
Big, giant square blotch like that.
Shut up, you damn witch.
Like that guy who ran Russia for a while?
That,
big Weinstein?
Gorbachev.
Gorbachev, that dude.
Actually, it looks like a car peeled out on his forehead.
Yeah, like a tire track.
Like a tire track, kind of just when it takes off.
Eric, you're fucked.
And
in every way.
The hair color that he's dyeing his hair, there's no real color like that.
He must have just done that.
That's a fresh.
There is.
That's a fresh dye job.
Yeah.
It's got to be. When did you dye your hair last?
Last Thursday at Frederico's.
Yeah.
So you're getting it done by someone now.
They did that at Frederico's?
Yes.
Wow. Did you say to Frederico there's no color like that?
There is color like that. It's in their fucking book, jackass.
Yeah, but we're talking about on humans.
Yeah, that's horsehair. That's almost clown red, actually.
Right.
I know a clown has hair.
I want Emmett Kelly red. I want to look like Bozo.
Is that what you told them?
Did you say you wanted to look like Emmett Kelly?
What?
Did you tell me you wanted to look like Bozo?
I look like Bozo. I want to join Barnum and Bailey.
No, it's a little too red, Eric. Trust me. You should go a little...
The way my hair color was when I was a kid.
You look like Heat Miser.
Yeah, but you're no kid.
I'm Mr. Heat Blister. I'm Mr. Sun. Da-da-da-da.
You're an adult male.
Yeah, you're Mr. Fat Ass. Shut up.
I'm Mr. 101.
What's going on with your forehead there with that big red square on it? I mean, I'm concerned. Is that psoriasis?
No, nothing's going on with it.
Yeah, okay. You're very red and blotchy.
But really, Eric, you know it's ridiculous to call Johnny to buy the tickets because that doesn't mean you're a success.
It looks like you walked into a freshly painted stop sign.
Why is it Johnny's responsibility to
you
Eric?
get yourself in these messes, and then he's supposed to...
midget.
Yeah,
bail you out.
It's out in the public forum here that you're asking a friend to bail you out, so it would be more embarrassing than canceling.
And so Johnny will have to get 200 of his friends to show up.
Did you hear the guy who bought the 2 tickets for your appearance wants his money back?
I don't fucking think so.
Steve, how do you know that?
An extremely good source.
Hear that?
Oh, whatever, you Canadian jackass.
The truth hurts?
Not the truth.
You ain't phasing Langford.
Well, Johnny's not going to buy those tickets, not after Eric wakes him up at 2:30 in the morning. I know that. Johnny is
I don't know
not.
how Johnny's still friends with him. He's so abusive.
Johnny's a saint.
Johnny's a wonderful man, but I think he's at his wit's end.
I don't know. It sounds like he's done that with a screwdriver before to other people.
Hey, why does the guy who bought the 2 tickets want his money back? Maybe we could get to the bottom of the problem that way. Do you have any ideas, Steve?
I don't have the answer on that.
You didn't say to him, why do you want the money back?
We'll have to look into that.
All right, thank you.
He came to his senses?
Wouldn't he have a lot of time with Eric? I mean, if he's the only guy who shows up.
It'll be a night with Eric.
Yeah, I mean, he could have exclusive time with Eric, you know. And this is a guy who gets $40 for just a phone message, so it seems like it would be a good deal.
And Eric, there's nothing worse than doing an appearance where it's 1 or 2, like, really obsessed lunatics who show up.
Which, by the way, visit my store at jfsc.tv/ETA.
By the way, you should know this. At my book signing over the weekend, someone asked me to sign a picture they bought off your website, Eric, and he, like, drew a bunch of cocks on your face, and...
Really?
The cocks that Eric's sucking, and...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was really defaming it.
I don't think you're allowed to do that legally.
I think for another
Throw a cock onto Eric's mouth?
Yeah, like big... It wasn't good art, but it was a cock, clearly.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Yeah, and it has the cock.
Eric, how do you feel people are buying your picture and drawing cocks on your face?
That's not cool.
Right.
It looks better than the enormous red blotch on your face.
Actually,
yeah, you're just absolutely enormous, period.
Actually, you should sell it like that. I'd buy a picture of Eric with a big cock in his mouth.
Oh, I'd pay an extra 20.
Yeah, Eric, maybe you ought to start drawing the cocks.
Thank you, Eric, and appreciate the phone call. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good luck getting some midget pussy this weekend.
Well, actually, Richard Christie is going to take Sal's load on his back. It's really weird. On the wrap-up show yesterday, Sal was saying, look, I don't think the listeners want me to drop a load on Richard's back.
Is he kidding?
They want like, Nick Manning or someone like that. So you should take a poll.
I was surprised that you agreed to actually do this.
I didn't agree to shit.
When you went into the studio, you didn't agree?
No.
Well,
you didn't say no. I said I have to. Well, I kind of said no. I said I want to think about it.
Well, did you hear what Richard said you should do? Because I think I have a way for it to not be gay for you. If you put on the if you put on the My View goggles and watch a porn movie, then you're never really looking at Richard, and it's not gay.
Yeah, but it's still me on a video for the rest of my life jacking off on this hillbilly's back.
Because you haven't done anything else on a video that you'd worry about for the rest of your life?
Yeah, what's the matter? It's the 11th thing on the comp reel.
I have, but you know what? I'm trying to wean that down a little bit. You know,
that was then. This is now.
Exactly.
Kind of
the show, like Gary says, the show has evolved. The show has evolved. So I'm trying to evolve.
Don't evolve on this. This is so good. And
you know what? Here's the problem. Look, I'll do anything for the show. You know that I'm the dancing monkey. No pun intended, Gary. But the thing is that
why would I think there's a pun intended?
No offense, I should say. But the thing is that we do these things. We get a little crazy. You know, the Captain Sack and the ball lick and the taint and all that shit. And then people call in and go, "It's too gay, too gay, too gay." And I listen to the fans. I listen to the people out there. I want to know, this to me is the ultimate act of gayness. I mean...
But I think it's all on Richard. I think if you're not looking at Richard, if you got the goggles on, you're watching your granny porn or your piss mops or whatever it is that gets you off,
right? And
you're not looking at Richard, then I think the gay part's on Richard.
Well, here's my question. What I think we should do is we should poll the fans in advance.
No. This is what we want.
I think we go on Howard's.
It's not a democracy. Howard knows what's funny. He doesn't poll the fans. He's got a funny idea, and this is what he'd like to do.
I'm the guy stroking my cock on this redneck's ass.
And Howard's asking you to do it.
Oh, hold on.
Well, you're saying poll the fans to see who does it?
Is that worse than getting your balls licked? Is that worse than other things that you've done?
Hold on. You guys are strong-arming me right now. Let me finish. Yes, you are. You're putting Howard's name into this.
Well, because Howard asked you. Howard wasn't looking for a poll.
Okay, but calm down. Easy does it. Slow down, boy. What I'm trying to say is that let's put a poll up this time and see if people really want to see this. And if they do, you know what? I'd be happy to, come closer to my decision.
Can I be you for a minute?
Howard
is an entity. He's never asked anybody's opinion. He's always thought about, he knows what's good for the audience. He has these great ideas. Howard never polls the audience to see if they want something. He just does it because he's got an instinct. And his instinct on this is, it's funny.
And he wants to see it. He said that.
So Gary goes, we're not going to take any polls, Sal. Howard decided it's better if you drop the load, and that's the way it is. So meanwhile, they put up a poll anyway, and of course...
They want Sal.
48% of the people want Sal. 25% of the people say a porn star should do it, and 27% people say no one should do it. So overwhelmingly, the audience wants Sal to go to a hotel.
Well, yeah, why would they want a porn star who they don't know?
Right, and then drop a load on Richard's back. And so Richard really wants the guy from Family Guy. What's the guy's name?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
On the show.
Yeah. And so I booked Seth MacFarlane.
And now?
He's coming on the show.
Is Sal going to do it?
Yeah. Sal's going to drop a load on Richard's back.
And they're going to be in a hotel room. That's going to be the funniest thing.
What's up?
Richard's trying to back out.
Can't back out. I just booked Seth MacFarlane. Right. He told me the deal was on.
He says he heard that Seth MacFarlane was already booked, but that's not the case.
No, that is not the case.
What is wrong with him?
That is not the case.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads.
I'm not trying to back out. Sal's the one that went in and told Gary that. But that's what I heard, that he was booked before we even did this thing.
Absolutely not.
Huh.
We were thinking about it, but I said, hey, let's make it up to Richard. He says he wants Seth MacFarlane. I'll interview Seth MacFarlane if he takes a load. Because otherwise it's no fun.
It's no fun if I don't take a load.
Do you think they're just doing this to get you to have a load on your back?
Well, I mean, very gullible, so...
So when are you guys going to go to the hotel and get the load on your back so we can listen in?
That's up to you, I guess.
He's not going to do it that day. He's going to do it before.
Well, I want to make...
it should happen that morning, Howard.
Okay, that morning.
Yeah, I want to make sure Seth MacFarlane is sitting in the green room.
All right, that's fair.
I don't want to get a load on my back and then he's late for the show.
That'd be good. Seth MacFarlane calls in and cancels.
Yeah, well, that's the irony. This is what's going to get Seth MacFarlane not to do the show.
No, he's got a good sense of humor.
So, Sal, are you going to hold up for a lot of...
What's funny about this?
Sal,
yeah, exactly.
Are you going to wait like 5 days and be all backed up so you drop a rope on him?
No, he's yelling in the hallway now. Get in there, Sal. I never agreed to do this. Now he's back.
We did the poll, like you said. The listeners want it. 48% voted.
I'm going to give Sal some great granny porn that morning so he'll jerk off before he jerks off.
So it sounds like Richard wants to... Oh, wait. Do you want this to happen now, Richard? It sounds like subconsciously you do.
No, I do not want this to happen, but I'm not going to back out. Howard's, saying that I'm backing out. I'm not going to.
All right,
but
Sal,
I want to do it with Sal.
Deliver this tremendous bit?
Well, the thing is, technically, I lost the poll. 25% and 27% ends up to 52%.
Don't be ridiculous. No. You got the majority.
Yeah, I said put up a poll, but I didn't say I was going to do it.
They want to see you.
Here's the problem. I would do it.
Good.
But, calm down. But I don't have the ability physically to whack my cock off with a man bent over.
Here's what's going to happen. You do have the ability.
I don't. I'm telling you
physically.
You're
going to go to the hotel.
Cock and balls.
We're going to put some porn on for you that you'll look at.
Well, I suggested on the wrap-up show we have that sponsor, My View. They're glasses that you wear,
He'll wear the
where
glasses.
you can watch a video
That's right.
and you can't even see
Sal,
outside.
You gonna move up your cock and balls and whack it for a little bit?
I have faith in you.
No, don't
Are
have.
you telling us you can't perform?
There's no way with
Asshole. This is the biggest bit ever. It's not you being feminine. It's him. He's taking the load.
Is this bigger than interviewing Paul McCartney?
Yes. This is big.
Let me ask
but
you
I
something.
need you to perform.
Why do I?
You
This
have to go
asshole
out
asked
there.
for semen on his back. Why do I have to be the jerk off that does
Because
it?
he trusts you.
He's
You're
your
his friend.
partner.
Trust. I got 3 kids. I got to jack off on a hillbilly's back.
Do you do a comedy routine with this guy? You're out every weekend
That's
with him.
different. I'm not
You guys
jerking off on
You don't want to be
stage.
part of this?
Steve.
You're going to feel like shit that morning when the comedy history is made and
it's
you're not
not
jerking
you.
off on him.
I'm not saying that, Howard. I've done so much. I've done everything.
You know you want to be the guy. You know what? Okay, fine. I'll get a different guy to come
No.
on his back.
I
You
want
won't even
Sal.
step.
You know what? No Seth MacFarlane.
Let's forget Seth MacFarlane. Let's forget this whole thing.
Come on, Sal. We do
I'm
everything
not saying
together.
no. I'm saying that, Howard. My problem is I'm
Here's
not.
what's going to happen. I hear your problem, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to put on those My View glasses. You're going to have a big screen
Oh, can you
experience right in front of you, a porn.
That's going to look like
What's your favorite porn?
Tom Cruise.
Dr.
Risky Business.
Dr. Piss.
All right, Dr. Piss.
Piss?
Describe your favorite scene in Dr. Piss.
There's a lot of them.
I think Fred has a clip maybe in the
Do you?
Prophet. Yeah.
Take a look.
Is it under
Fred.
Dr. Piss?
Yeah, it should be Dr. Piss.
Okay, I can find it.
This is your absolute
And he
all-time
thinks
favorite.
It's one of my
can't
favorites.
perform.
What does Dr. Piss do in his video?
Well, he pretends he's a doctor, and a lady comes in, and as he examines her vagina, she starts peeing in his face, and then
right.
he has another girl come in, and he pees into a super soaker, and he shoots the super soaker pee into her
Why
face.
do you like that so much? Or does
I don't know.
It turns you on and gives you a boner. All right,
Yeah,
so
it
here's
does.
what's gonna
That
happen.
gets me a boner.
Gets you all
All right.
excited.
Well,
On
one of the
first of all,
movies.
Richard's going to be quiet. We're not going to hear from him. He's going
We can even put him in something frilly if you want.
And then, we put him in a dress.
Yeah, I want my
Panties.
ass covered up so he doesn't accidentally.
So we'll put you in a pair of panties just so it
Okay.
looks like a girl saw it.
But Howard,
This is just his back.
like Richard wants to meet Seth
We
MacFarlane.
can even spray urine on you during it.
Nah, you don't have to do that. I'm not a deer. But
So then you'll put the My View glasses on. You'll have your experience.
And you'll be in your tighty white.
Yeah, you won't even know. And then you'll blow your load right on his back when it's getting close to time. Whip off the glasses and do it. Spray him down.
not anything,
Yeah.
dude. Howard,
Spray him down.
I want to.
what an ass! Why am I involved in this asshole's life? I mean, he
know.
wants.
That's up to you.
But this is
I don't
him.
know what-
All right,
He
so
wants you.
I want Sal to leave the glasses on when he comes, so maybe he'll miss.
No. He's got to hit your back, or you're not
You know, this is
getting
what.
your wish.
Artie, help me.
Sal, I wish I could, but this is you're paying for past sins. People think you want to do this on some level.
I don't. That's what I'm saying.
Sal, you don't want to do it? I'll get a different guy to do it.
All right, then.
No, please have Sal.
Well, Howard,
You do it
I
for
don't-
Richard. at
I don't
least.
know if
He's
I want to
begging
do it unless it's Sal.
Oh,
I
get
trust
out
Sal.
of here, Richard. You proposed this.
Why do you trust
were
Sal?
doing this.
I know, but I want Sal to
always
be
makes-
do it
Sal
with
always
me.
does something weird to you whenever he's involved with you. That cock's gonna end up in your ass. I know it.
I'm going to take a shit on his neck.
What about that
I think
guy?
I'd prefer a shit on my neck.
What about that guy who came in, who went into business for gay porn, but he's not a gay guy?
But see,
That's the
I don't
guy
know
who
what I don't know what that guy's up to. There could be a health
It's
thing.
on your back.
Right.
See, I got a big issue with Sal. I'm going to tell you right now.
What
Sal's
else
the
is
one
new?
who's always saying everybody's got to give it their all for the show. Sal's the one who's always saying if we don't do something, you should be punished. So if Sal doesn't want to do it, something should be taken away. That's how Sal
You,
reacts
as
to
a
everything.
producer.
How about your plugs for your
You're allowed
your
to.
shitty
If I don't
comedy
do it,
shows?
if I don't do it, you're a lousy producer. You
How
should
about,
be
how
taken
about if
away.
you don't do it, I cut your plugs off.
Sal.
Go ahead, Gary. That's not nice.
But you got to perform. You're here. You
I
got a
don't
job.
want him to be coerced like that.
I'm not.
Not coerced. I mean, he's always saying, hey, first of all, Howard's asking you to do it. You're saying no right to his face. He is asking you to do it. And you're the one that says, we all got to do what Howard says.
Sal, let me remind
You're
you.
strong-arming me, Gary. I'm talking to Howard about
I'm
it.
using your own words against you.
How about if Sal does this, you'll interview Dr. Piss along with Seth MacFarlane.
Well, the point is, look, Richard wants to meet Seth, and I'm willing to contribute. Don't get me wrong,
You're
Gary.
not a team player.
All right, go back and think about it. Go back
Sal's
and
not a
think
team
about it.
player.
That's not true,
You're not.
Gary.
We have to know if this is being done.
I
We
think
gotta-
he'll do it.
You do?
Let me think about it. Let me think about it some more.
Go back and talk it over with Richard.
Be on the team.
I am, Gary. You know I'm on the team.
How are you on the team?
Gary, the things that I've done in the past, I've done everything that's been asked of me.
You haven't done anything like this good in about a good year and a half.
We haven't done a gay stunt in a year and a half.
No, you've changed.
No, I have not changed at all.
Have changed.
No, I have not.
And you're not part of the team.
I'm totally part of the team.
How?
It's something I have to think about. Why don't you do it?
Because nobody asked me to.
All right, I'm asking you.
You know what? You doing it is funnier, and Howard wants you to do it. Not me.
And I know
funny if you did it,
It'd
Gary.
be funny if Gary did it.
I'm putting on
it'd be bestiality, but it'd be
I'm
funny.
putting on the Techno Beaver outfit.
That's
okay?
pretty good.
Well, you already look like a beaver. That's no. It's not as far stretch.
Sal is not a team player,
dude. You know.
All right, thank you guys.
It would be funny for any guy to do this. Let's face it, but no one's going to do it. I mean,
Well, I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I'm definitely going to think about it.
You're not a team player.
All right, go think about it.
Whenever we do stunts, it's a Sal and Richard stunt, and I want this to be a Sal and Richard stunt.
We're like the gay Laurel and Hardy.
Well, yeah.
All right, boys, go back and discuss it in your comedy room.
And just remember, Seth MacFarlane is like on the list, off the list, on the list, off the list while you guys do this.
Seth MacFarlane's fate rests in your hands.
I don't give a fuck about Seth MacFarlane. He does. I'm the idiot. I'm the gay dancing bear that has to come in and close the deal so Shitbag can meet Seth MacFarlane.
Right.
I get nothing out of this except to please you and the show. All right, goodbye.
You get to jerk off. That's true.
All right, goodbye, boys. All right.
I remember when pleasing Howard on the show was enough, so.
Right.
Yep.
Seth doesn't know if he should get on that plane.
Seth MacFarlane's very hurt. Yes, Dan, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I want to be the voice of reason. I am your major demographic. I'm a young male, Long Island boy, part Italian, pleading with Sal not to do this.
You don't want him to do it.
He cannot do this. Dude, he's on the borderline of getting kicked out of the club anyway.
Right.
He does this, he's out. He can't come home anymore.
Let's go to Matt.
I have to say, I agree with the kid.
Cross the border.
Matt, you're on the air.
But I'm in Jersey.
Yes, Matt.
Morning, Howard.
Morning.
Yeah, I agree with the last call. Adam and Sal should go through with this.
I don't know. It sounds kind of intriguing to me.
I think Gary would be much more interesting.
You want to see Techno Beavers?
See, this is probably Sal's friends calling.
You want Gary in a
No, I'm not.
Techno Beaver costume. All right, J-Man, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey now.
Hey now.
So, I don't know. I just don't think you're listening to the listeners. Because if only 46% want him to do it, then that means the majority of your listeners do not want Sal to
No, you didn't hear the poll.
on the air.
No, 25% want a porn star to do it.
Right, that means not Sal. And then the other 20-something
Only 27% of the people think it shouldn't be done. So 48 and 25 is how much, Robin?
Oh, God. That's
13
like,
carried the 1.5. 73%.
Want it done.
Clear majority.
No, that meant the majority want Richard to take a load on his back, but they don't want Sal to do it.
Yeah, but we're saying they want the load on the back.
The load on the back isn't the question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think Sal can't do it, man. I don't know.
All of a sudden, everybody's backing out. Now, everyone said it was funny for Richard to take a load on.
Well, they're talking more about Sally's people. Richard, I think, is still.
But it's
get
Sal,
the load.
Sal objecting and saying maybe he shouldn't do it. That's calling this into question. It would just be getting done if he would just go along.
Well, anyway, maybe we should get off this topic.
Gary, you're being pretty hard on him, man.
Fuck him. You know what? He's the first one to run him when somebody won't do some dumbass shit that he wants. You're not on the team. You know, we're all here for Howard. And then all of a sudden, when he finds himself in that position, he's got a double standard.
Do you think there's any way we can convince him to do this?
I don't think he should do it. No, I think he should do it. If he doesn't want to do it, then he's dropped a couple of notches in my eyes.
Guys, what's going on?
He's going to do it. Right, buddy? Come on. You'll be looking at Dr. Piss. All I got to do is lay on the ground. Just jerk off that morning so you don't have much load.
Yeah, that doesn't.
All you got to do is dribble on me. That won't be that big of a deal.
All right, we'll see.
Gary says you're not a team player.
That's totally wrong. That's ridiculous. That's Gary's way of psychologically stressing me out.
No.
I'm such a team player.
You're the first person to talk about. You say Lisa's not a team player. Whenever somebody doesn't want to do something that you find funny, they're not a team player. And you say that I'm an asshole, I'm a bad producer. Here you go. If you don't do it, you're fired. Now I'm a great producer.
All right, there you go.
But how about this? What other office in the world has their boss convincing one of the workers to jerk off on another guy.
Right. In the grand scheme, we're just trying to do what's best for the show.
Right. But you're trying to get Sal to jerk off on a guy, and that's
you're trying to get me to jerk off. He's following
you're his
through.
boss, and you're trying to tell him to jerk off on a guy.
I just think it's funny that Sal's got this big double standard. That
I don't have a double standard.
You do because
it's something that I don't want to do.
Right, and when
we all have a right not to do something now.
But when somebody,
I've done everything.
hold on, when somebody else doesn't want to do something, that's when you tell them they're not a team player. Lisa didn't want. Okay. Not that they're the same thing, but Lisa didn't want to be in your talent show, your newsroom talent show. Right. She didn't want to play the cello. For whatever reason, it's not up for you to decide.
Right.
She's not a team player. Lisa never does anything I want. This is bullshit. You should get rid of her. You said, you said a bunch of,
all right,
she should be fired.
I didn't say she should be fired.
You should say, we shouldn't let Lisa be on the air anymore and reap the good benefits. No,
but there are things that we all don't want to do. Okay,
Gary, she didn't want to do that.
You made me see the light. From now on, I'll never say that nobody's not a team player. What else can I tell you?
That's another lie.
Okay. No, it isn't.
It is. You will say. You'll say it before Christmas. You'll say it.
Okay. So because I call somebody else not a team player doesn't mean I'm a hypocrite now all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to take my cock out
and
jerk off on a man's back?
You're being a hypocrite.
No. There are standards that people have, and that's where I draw the line. There.
So then why don't you respect someone else's standard?
I do.
No, you
drew the line. Well,
you drew the line and you trashed the shit out of her for a month.
I expressed my opinion on that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said she's not a team player for playing the violin. It's
okay.
A big
so I
difference.
expressed my opinion. You're not a team player.
Okay,
and you're not. You clearly don't care about the show or Howard anymore. You've gotten big.
Oh yeah, really.
Now that you're a big shot with your fucking Richard and Sal show, you don't need Howard.
Oh my God, that's funny. That's the funniest.
Let's see if Sal can fit his head through the door.
Rich, are you a little bummed out that this might not happen?
I would be ecstatic if this didn't happen, but I don't want to let Howard down. I want it to happen with Sal, and everybody thinks he's going to back out. I know Sal; he won't back out. I have full confidence in my buddy.
And if it's not Sal, you're not going to do it?
I don't know. I gotta. You know what? I would say I have to check with my doctor, but how do I ask my doctor if it's safe for me to get a load on my back?
Lisa's got some stories from the Howard 100 newsroom. Lisa is busy being a reporter. Lisa, what do you have for us?
Lisa G takes shits at work.
All right, so remember, I think it was yesterday, Gary came in here and said the guy at the parking garage busts his balls all the time.
Right.
Well, I went down there to meet him and to talk to him.
Right.
So I said to him, John, why do you make fun of Gary? He says, because he's easy to bother. Anytime I see him, I just break his balls from whatever happens on the show. Did you see Edie Falco's pitch?
Yeah, he's pretty consumed with Gary's pitch. By the way, I should play you more reports have come out about Gary's pitch.
It's not dying?
No, it's not dying at all.
It won't die.
No, it's become a thing. It's become like that. Now the announcers go, "Oh, that's a Baba Booey." You know, it's when you throw the pitch like a girl.
That's crazy.
Gary wants to kill me.
Yeah, Artie just bummed Gary out bad.
I did, and I'm sorry, Gary. I'm just busting balls.
What did he do?
I don't want to go into it.
Oh, it's good.
All right, Artie likes that song by Anne Murray, "Dreamin'."
Yeah,
I admit it, and it's kind of a gay song, but I admit it. Dreamin'.
So on Artie's iPod, the Anne Murray's picture comes up. The artwork from the album comes up when you play "Dreamin'." But so Artie changed it. And it's a picture of Gary pitching.
I know. He just showed it to me. So you showed it to Gary?
But you know how...
And Artie was like laughing for a way long time at the joke, and Gary got upset and left.
Well, you know why I was laughing more? You just saw the picture, but if you hear it with the song, because I had my headset...
That just goes on and on and on.
Well, Howard, I have an announcement.
Yeah.
I can't get a major league team to let me throw a pitch out because everyone thinks I'm a dirtbag. I swear to God that they just don't want anything to do with me.
Right.
But the Trenton Thunder, who are a minor league team in Trenton, New Jersey, the guy said you can throw the first pitch out. So, it's not as much pressure as Gary, and I admit that. But if you want to film it, I'll throw the first pitch
Absolutely.
out. I'll put my money where my mouth is.
Is it the same distance from the mound?
It's regulation.
Yeah, it's 60 feet 6 inches.
All right. Well, maybe you'll crack under the pressure.
I might. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is.
All right, here we go.
All I can guarantee.
What is that?
It's totally not the same.
It isn't. I know, Gary, and I said that.
Artie doesn't give a shit about Trenton. He loves the Yankees, and Yankee Stadium is like church to him. And if he had to stand at Yankee Stadium, he'd probably still make the pitch. But throwing a ball at Trenton is meaningless.
You know what? He knows I'm going to be way better, and he's pissed.
Why is it meaning? I understand this. Artie admits it's less pressure for him, but this is the closest he can come.
It's about where it takes place and what it means to you.
I see.
No. There's pressure on me now, Gary. Listen. You fucked up, and look what I did. I acted like the biggest asshole on the planet. There's pressure on me, man. I mean,
really isn't. It's not Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, but Yankee Stadium doesn't exist anymore.
I got a way to solve this. A pitch-off between Artie and Gary at this game.
Okay.
You each throw a strike.
I'm glad to do it.
Well, now that's a good idea.
There you go. Now it's an even playing field.
It's on.
Gary, there's no pressure.
Even playing field. Now it's an even playing field. You should be able to throw the strike if there's no pressure.
Gary, if there's no pressure.
Yeah.
You should do fine.
Right. Should be a slam dunk.
What are you, a big Thunder fan?
It's not the same pressure for Artie that it was for me. So the comparison.
So what about Fred's idea that if you both throw?
The point is that Artie should throw the first pitch out at Yankee Stadium.
Well, maybe until that happens.
Yankee Stadium doesn't exist anymore. There's that shit fucking pussy field they built next to it. So I can't do it. But come on, Gorilla. We in Manila. Come on, Gorilla. This is the thriller.
Dude.
Gary. Fred's point. That isn't a bad way to redeem yourself.
It's a good way to settle the argument. If you, here's the deal.
You and Uncle Tom, you ain't shit.
I understand there's a lot of pressure.
When the show's over, then I'll talk.
It's over, Gary.
Go ahead.
It should have been over a week ago.
Believe me, it's over. It's over. I'll be working construction in 2 weeks. Go fuck yourself.
Gary.
Oh, you think they'll have your back?
Oh, yeah, they will. But I'll still be able to throw like a dude. Oh. You work in construction. We need you to swing a hammer so you can hit an umpire by mistake.
Bring your Anne Murray CD with you, douchebag.
Yeah, and I'll show them your picture. Oh, God.
All right,
Come on, Gorilla.
The point is, if I were going to do this again and I were going to redeem myself, I'd do it in a place by myself, like, that means something.
But wouldn't that prove that you have the same ability as Artie? I mean, I understand why you say.
I can go throw a pitch and anywhere. I don't need to do with Artie.
But that's a quick way to kind of shut him up a little bit. If you pitch a strike too.
Shut me up.
Whatever.
Listen, Gary, what about this? The Trenton Thunder game, it's not me, it's you versus Valerie Bertinelli.
All right. Well, there you go. Gary's not interested in pitching.
I think that would solve the problem because I understand the pressure that he had at Shea Stadium, and I'd love Citi Field or whatever the fuck it is.
Shea Stadium.
I'm not in a contest with Artie, nor am I tied to Artie. So if I do this, I'll do it on my own. I don't need.
But you're knocking his. But you're knocking his thing. It's like so now you can prove that you're as good as him.
Whatever.
All right. It's enough of that. The man has a piece of wood in his penis.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I'm so uncomfortable today. It's the worst fucking day ever.
Really?
What's going on?
You know what? It doesn't hurt anymore, but I'm telling you, what time is it? 7:15? I've already peed 6 times.
It's time to talk about your gay pitch.
Gary.
Oh, man.
Let me get off the gay pitch for a second, okay? Gary.
Yeah.
So you went and you had this procedure.
Right.
They got rid of your kidney stone.
Right.
They put, and after the procedure, they put a piece of
it's a stent.
It's a stent. It's plastic up your penis so that you'll keep the opening from getting.
And it's been uncomfortable. I've almost. Well,
why are you peeing so much? Are you drinking a lot of water?
Well, I have to drink a lot of water, but I'm not peeing a lot. I'm just peeing often.
You know what it is? The stent, the guy explained it. It sort of makes you feel like you want to go all the time.
So there's an urgency feeling, but not necessarily you really have to.
Like I got in the car this morning, and as I was walking down the block from the garage, I could barely get here. And then I've gone at least 6 times this morning.
Wow. How much longer do you have to keep that thing in your penis?
I'm taking it out a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow, you got to go through this?
Yeah.
Is it going to get any better or is it just going to be horrible?
This is a little new territory for me.
But did you ask your doctor? Are you going to be suffering like this for the entire week?
I don't know. I got to call him today or I'll email him today. Nobody gave me any indication that this would be going on.
So when you say uncomfortable, it stings?
No, the stinging seems to have gone away. I just feel like you know when you have to pee really bad?
Yeah.
It's constant. Like I already can get up again. I just came back while you were having this conversation, and I probably can get up and go again.
You know, I was talking to my buddy Pat about these kidney stones, and he was saying to me, too, it's a matter of hydration. Do you drink a lot of water?
All I drink is water.
Really?
I don't drink any soda. I stopped drinking iced tea. I drink water like crazy, Howard.
But it took years to make this stone. He had really bad habits.
Well, it's like an oyster.
Oh.
I've never been a soda drinker ever, and I've always been a big water drinker, so that's never been the issue.
Wow. Well, all right.
But it's the chocolate, the Tums, whatever else he was doing for years.
I think the Tums did this guy in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
my grandfather used to eat Tums all the time, but he was eating so many Tums, and Tums is loaded, I think, with calcium.
Yeah.
And I think calcium leads to these deposits.
Well, the stones are made of calcium. That's what they're made of.
Jeez, these stones sound scary, man. Like even I've now changed my diet.
That's
and
scary.
You didn't have a problem.
I don't have a problem. I'm so afraid of it.
It is. It's a scary thing to get because sometimes I don't know if it's true, but it could be hereditary. You just get them anyway. You know, I don't.
You might have a.
No, Robin. No.
No.
It's not hereditary?
No.
All
How
right.
could a stone be hereditary?
But could you have a predisposition?
All of a sudden, your grandfather put a stone in you?
No.
A Western medicine doctor says it can be hereditary.
Sure.
But Robin
they
knows
say
better.
everything's hereditary. Heart disease, everything.
You just made me feel.
Disease is hereditary.
No, it's
if you
not.
have a bad heart.
What? Cholesterol's hereditary, Robin.
No,
No.
you have to eat that.
What you're missing is that, don't you agree that there are people with family histories?
That's right. They could have a proclivity, but they have to eat and live the way that
That's right.
would make that thing evidence in their lives.
Like
I haven't eaten with my family since I was 20 years old.
if your father and your grandfather all had this condition of kidney stones, you would have to be extra careful. It's like women who have breast cancer in their family have to be extra careful and extra diligent about checking their breasts, getting mammograms, because chances are they might get it.
Explain a guy who's never smoked and gets lung cancer. Like, I mean, nothing's hereditary.
There are environmental conditions too that can cause that. Again, you might have a propensity for something.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're going to get it just because of that. It means if you contribute to it by living the same way as the other people who got it, you will too.
But you could get it anyway, even if you don't live that way.
No, nobody's getting anything anyway. We're living in a stress-filled society, bombarded with pollution, Artie.
All right.
Did your dad have kidney stones?
Oh, but my mom had them forever.
She did?
Yeah, constantly.
So that's where he gets it.
She's in and out all the time.
With kidney stones?
Yeah.
So there you go. He's got it in his family history. And then on top of that, he's eating crappy.
He has a very bad diet.
Does your mom have a bad diet?
I don't know. I mean, now she does.
You don't know. Now she does. Now you don't know what she eats.
And I want to say to everyone who called the wrap-up show yesterday, too, I have something that's hereditary in my family. Being really loud and interrupting great...
Is the talk of the town. He is the toast of the town.
The toast.
They're toasting him already.
The burnt toast.
He was on the Joe Buck HBO premiere talk show, the first talk show in Joe Buck's...
Joe Buck's 2 Live.
Joe Buck Live.
Right?
They're making a big deal about Artie's language on the show, and it's weird to me because, they have the cat house. They have, like, prostitutes fucking
but
guys.
HBO's schizophrenic like that.
Yeah.
Like on certain shows you're not supposed to do it, and somehow you're supposed to know which shows are for cursing and which shows aren't.
What about Sex in the City?
Right.
They used to, the stuff on that show offended me.
But then they'll have something like the Bob Costas show, which never had any cursing in it.
I know, but they said, they said do anything you want.
Well, I think they're schizophrenic in the sense that I think Joe Buck was going for more of a Letterman-esque kind of talk show where they talk sports and hang out. And
right, because if you watched it, it was the Costas show. There was never any cursing.
I do believe, though, that these guys, when they booked you on the show, sort of thought that you would be a talk show guest in keeping with your Letterman appearances and your
Conan
appearances and stuff like that. I think they probably were really blown out by the language, but nevertheless.
They should have said something. Right. They shouldn't have said "go to town."
They gave me no guidelines. Listen, I mean, this is crazy. I did an interview with the New York Times yesterday. Like, I mean,
about this?
Yeah.
Well, it's a big story in the sense that you went on, and HBO is now upset with you.
Right.
Oh dear.
And in fact, I was reading the paper today. They've blacklisted Artie from HBO Sports, which
wow.
I don't think.
Well, geez, Artie, I'm sorry for you.
I don't know how that would affect your career, but maybe it would. I don't know.
Look, me blacklisted from anything could affect my career, sure.
Oh, no, the HBO Sports Department was a major plank.
Here's the article. HBO wipes hands of Artie. Artie Lang meet the HBO blacklist. Lang, Howard Stern's radio sidekick, is persona non grata at HBO Sports after his profanity-laced segment on Monday's premiere of Joe Buck Live. I tell you what, I never knew who Joe Buck was. Now I do.
Yeah, I mean,
help him out that way.
There's something good that came out of this.
Sure.
He can do, he can go do as many Howard Stern shows as he likes, but he will no longer appear on HBO Sports or Joe Buck Live. HBO Sports President Ross Greenberg told the Post yesterday.
Wow.
Well, that's the greatest news ever. I can do as many Howard Stern shows as I want.
How does Ross know that you can do as many shows as you want?
When did he get to give permission to do this show?
He's executive producing this show.
He's the president of Hollywood.
Howard, if that's true, and you make that decision, I couldn't be happier about it.
We don't have any interest in his world. That's a quote from Mr. Greenberg.
You have your own world.
Lang appeared with actor Paul Rudd, barely. Paul Rudd didn't get a word in.
But they weren't trying. Did you see them struggling for words?
No,
Howard,
they had a good time.
They went, they both loved it. If you watch
it,
you watch it, the crowd is guffawing. Like Michael Irvin is laughing. Like, look, I'm not going to say this about a normal appearance, but I have to defend myself. Like Jimmy Kimmel texted me yesterday. He said, "Dude, that appearance was epic. They should have you back on every night." Like,
you should be his sidekick. Somebody said to me there should be the Artie and Joe Buck show.
Yeah, I mean, so Ross Greenberg has, I mention him a lot in this New York Times. I don't know if the New York Times thing ran at all, but he sounds like a moron. He gave me no guidelines, and he knows what I do. He read my book. He saw my stand-up. Can someone explain to him why I wouldn't do what I did on Letterman? It's CBS, it's Letterman, and quite frankly, I have a lot more respect comedically for David Letterman than I do Joe Buck.
Lang, discussing his appearance on yesterday's Howard Stern show, said Greenberg told him to go nuts if the discussion flagged. So go fuck yourself. I don't care how important you are in the business, Lang said to Greenberg. That's regrettable, Greenberg fired back. I said to him prior to the show that we need your energy if things get boring. He misconstrued that. I didn't mean that we needed this, which was a far cry from energetic. It was a mean-spirited, vitriolic diatribe with guttural language.
Howard, take away the first thing I said, okay?
Right.
And which was just a crazy joke that is the first time the audience reacted to anything, okay?
Right.
And the kid Jason next to me started whooping it up afterwards. Whoa, and the place went nuts. Then after that, it really was just me and Joe ribbing each other. And I told a story about his father. And I mean, that was really, that's what I did. And everything killed. I mean, But look, I don't care if I'm ever on HBO ever again.
Right.
This is the show that sells tickets to there's guys who have HBO stand-up specials that open for me on the road. I mean, that's the truth, because I'm on the Stern show. I mean, I don't care, Ross. I really just don't care.
All right. Let's see. So Artie, who ever since he got off heroin is very energetic, appeared on a bunch of shows.
He is Mr. Energy.
No, Tim Sabean called me and asked me to call into Chris Russo. I wouldn't have done that.
Well, you can do sports with Chris.
Yeah, right. and
I heard that, by the way.
You heard it, Fred?
Oh, yeah, I heard that, by the way. He's not your friend.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Russo was, he was doing...
I didn't think Russo was... I thought you might have overreacted to Russo, and I'll tell you why.
I definitely think so, too.
I haven't heard the whole thing. We'll play it now. He thought you weren't funny. So you say, well, some people think I'm funny, and some people don't.
Okay, he had an issue with the language, too, and I just explained that I said, well, look,
but
Chris...
you got so angry with Chris, it was like saying, who cares what Chris thinks, whether you're funny or not? Just be like, you know what? I thought I did well. That's the only person I answered
Well, I
to.
was told that he was bashing me for a while. Well, that's what I was told. Tim said, you got to call in...
Tim wanted you to react to what was being said.
Tim asked me to call in.
And then Artie slammed this guy Mike Francesco. Turns out Mike was defending Artie.
Oh,
you were on
crap.
fire.
Oh, dear.
Well, I've been wanting to slam Francesco for a while. He gave me a bad tip on a couple of college games here.
Well, that's very understandable. So, anyway, let me play you the Artie. What was Artie busy with yesterday?
Yeah,
page.
how many shows yesterday?
I'm going to get you a bunch of clips here. What page is that again, Gary? The Artie page?
Artie has his own page.
JD, page 1? Okay. All right. Here's Artie versus Mad Dog. What about that first clip? Can I pass on that one and just get right to
pass on the first clip.
Okay. Here's Artie versus Mad Dog. The two of them going at it yesterday.
People guffawed laughing. They don't laugh. They laugh politely if they have to. People were barreled over laughing. Watch the fucking tape.
But Artie, I'm a big fan. You were not funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of yours, Artie. I watched. You were not funny. That was not a funny set. That was not a funny 8 minutes.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I'm a big fan of yours about sports, but you don't know shit about being funny. When you're funny, it's funny when...
Artie, I'm not trying to be funny. You tried to be funny, and you weren't funny.
Exactly. I was trying to be funny, and I was funny. Howard Stern thought I was funny.
We all know.
I got texts from people I barely know. Jimmy Kimmel sent me a text saying that appearance was epic. It was the best thing I've ever seen. It was hilarious, and they're going to have you back. Every funny person I know thought I was funny. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. Chris, I love
Billy Crystal, Artie, Billy Crystal didn't think you're funny, and Billy Crystal is better than Jimmy. And Billy Crystal is bigger. Billy Crystal is bigger than Jimmy Kimmel. And Billy Crystal did not think you were funny.
Billy Crystal, let me tell you about Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal hates Howard because Howard busts his chops. Billy Crystal's funny, but he's an uptight prick. He's a politically correct, uptight bastard. He's an egomaniac. We've sent out Stunner and John to ask him questions. We play a tape. Oh, Howard's not funny either. I think Billy Crystal is unbelievably talented. Wait, let me talk. I think Billy Crystal is unbelievably talented. His stand-up is unreal, but he's full of himself, and he's taking it too far. I'm a Yankee fan like him. Now he thinks he's Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Pretentious, Mr. I Meet the President, so I don't give a fuck what he thinks is funny. I give a fuck what my fans think are funny, and they thought it was funny, Chris.
Artie.
And I don't care if you think it's funny either, even though I'll listen to you talk about the Jet-Giant schedule and what the record's going to be, but don't tell me about being funny, and I won't tell you about...
Well, no, but Artie, you need a guy. You tell me about sports, you're allowed. I mean, I don't say, well, I don't know, what does Artie know about sports? I don't say that. So why should you say that about me, about why I can't judge a comedian? What, you're allowed to judge your sports and I can't judge a comedian?
You're entitled to your opinion, but I don't respect your opinion about comedy. I tell you about sports, and a lot of times I'm wrong, and if you tell me I'm wrong, I'll believe it. Chris, I love you, man. You know I'm a huge fan of yours, but you're wrong about this. I was funny, and look at the audience. They guffaw.
You can't judge.
Michael, wait, Chris.
Hold on now. Let me get this straight. Artie, let me get this straight. I'm not allowed to judge your comedic value, but Michael Irvin can. Is that the way it's supposed to work? I can't judge it, but if Michael Irvin laughs, you must be funny. Michael Irvin doesn't know anything.
Chris, you could judge whatever you want. And Michael Irvin to judge whatever you want. I don't give a fuck about it either way. I'm just saying one's right and one.
Well, hold on. You brought up Michael Irvin 4 times and he thought it was funny. Well, why should Michael Irvin be able to judge it and I can't? That doesn't work. Michael Irvin's not a comedian. Well, why can't he's a football player. I retired one at that.
I'll tell you what.
He's got no credibility with comedy.
Chris, you're going to let me talk or what?
Yes, go ahead. You got to answer the question, though.
Because, Chris, I met Michael Irvin, and quite frankly, he's funnier than you are. That's how it is. You're funny, and you don't...
Michael Irvin can't get a job in the media business. ESPN fired Michael Irvin. Nobody wants Michael Irvin on. You're making what? Michael Irvin's a big talent in the broadcasting field.
Why the fuck was he on?
Because he's a Hall of Fame wide receiver, Artie. You think he's on because he's funny?
And I'm on Joe Buck Live because I'm on a Hall of Fame radio show. How's that sound, motherfucker?
Well, that's different, Artie. We're not talking about... Forget Stern. We're talking about your appearance as far as humor is concerned and about language and about all those things. How about going on, Buck, last night and use better language and not make everybody cringe in America?
And being boring and nobody cares. Would you be talking to me right now if I went on and talked like Carol Burnett for fucking an hour or some other fucking jerk off you think is funny like Bob Hope? You're talking to me right now because of what I did.
Is Bob Uecker funny?
Is Bob Uecker funny?
Yeah, Bob Uecker funny?
I think Bob Uecker's hilarious.
Okay, does Bob Uecker use bad language?
Off the air.
No, in his jokes, does he use bad language, Artie? The answer is no.
What the hell is he talking about?
Chris, you're caught up in the 1940s, brother. I'm a Richard Pryor fan. I'm a George Carlin fan. I love Sam Kinison. I love guys who were on the edge. You don't. It's a difference. Howard Stern. And don't bullshit me, man. I used to listen to you and Mike and Mad Dog, and you guys would always talk when you were kissing Imus's fucking old ass. You would go, oh, Howard works blue. I don't work blue. I grew up listening to Howard, man. I work blue. And Joe Buck knew that, and he got it, and the fans fucking loved it, and today people are talking about his show because of it.
The one thing I don't understand, maybe you know this and clear it up, Artie. When did Billy Crystal comment on Artie's appearance?
I don't know.
Never.
Russo seems to be aware of something no one else. Maybe they had a personal conversation.
Are they close, Billy Crystal and Mad Dog?
I have no idea.
Howard.
That is so funny.
Howard, listen.
I got more, by the way.
I know, but listen, I am a fan of Russo because he's real. He's really a geek. Like, I mentioned Norm Macdonald to him, and he said, the guy on Cheers, Norm.
No.
You know what I mean? So he doesn't know anything about
outside of sports
or modern day stuff.
It wasn't his cup of tea.
Right, exactly. But he was yelling at me too, Howard. I mean, I was yelling back.
Michael Irvin thought it was funny.
He did.
That was funny. Chris is a funny guy.
He is funny.
When he starts yelling, he's just funny.
I love when two guys argue over whether they were funny or not. It's the best. I mean, I've gotten caught up in that crap.
Was the best. He's a football player.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, exactly. Well, whoever's in the audience, when you're a comic, you're just happy anyone's laughing, man. You know.
It seems like you're getting caught up lately in a lot of fights with people, a lot of agitation. I'm worried about you, honestly.
Honestly, Howard, I'm fine. I really am. But people are fucking with me.
But I don't know. You think everyone's fucking with you?
No. I'm fine, Howard.
You are?
And I'm in therapy, and it's starting
to work. It's working.
Did
Howard,
you talk to your therapist about this?
I have a shrink session today, and
good.
Oh, good.
How long?
I love the guy. He's finally back from his honeymoon.
How many hours is the session today?
It's going to be about an hour and a half because I have a book signing tonight, so I have to calm down.
Right.
But I have so much anger in me. I do. I have anger in me,
really do.
and I'm working on it.
Okay. What is it, Fred?
I have a couple of thoughts. Book a triple session, number one.
You got it, Fred.
And number two, I heard that exchange yesterday, and in my opinion, Russo has no credibility whatsoever to judge who's funny and who is not.
No, you're missing the point.
But it's his opinion on
He's commenting on what he thought was funny.
But the difference in the argument, too, is he's commenting directly on what Artie does for a living as opposed to what's funny, and Artie's not commenting on what he does. What if Artie would have come out?
He does. Artie says
I don't say he does a bad
Artie
job.
says he's a fan.
I don't say he does, but what if he called in and says, I don't think you're doing a particularly
He says
good show
he likes
today.
Artie. He's a fan, but he didn't think this performance was his best.
I think that's a nice little cop-out when people want to say something shitty about you. They preamble it with,
I agree.
You know, I'm a fan, but... He sounds like that guy, Mark Christie.
Look,
Howard, I
he
was
gave
on...
his opinion.
Right.
Quite frankly, who cares what Mad Dog's opinion
I agree with it. But
Artie did his thing.
I just want to say one thing. Also, his opinion is colored because his favorite comedian is Carol O'Connor.
Yeah.
And that's not even a joke.
Well, I mean, you know, Carol O'Connor is a great actor, but exactly, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Second point, I listened long after Artie had his meltdown on the air, and he admitted, I believe he admitted he didn't even see it.
Oh, so then how could he comment?
But you know what? That's the beauty of Chris.
He did not see the show.
Mad Dog didn't see the. Did he watch the performance on YouTube or something?
No,
he either
maybe not.
He either watched it on YouTube or he heard the tapes.
Or Billy Crystal called him.
He did not see the show.
Billy Crystal called him from the movie set.
Chris, I'll apologize ahead of time, but I believe it was about maybe a half hour, an hour afterwards you admitted you didn't see the show.
I just like that Billy Crystal is discussing this with Mad Dog.
It would have been nice if Billy Crystal could have said it in his own words.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
First of all, before a Springsteen concert, I went on Mad Dog's show a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And what I did on the Joe Buck show compared to what I did on Chris Russo's show looked like Romper Room. I mean, and he hugged me afterwards and said, that was great. I loved it. I mean, what you know, I mean, this is satellite radio. I am a dirty comedian. I admit that. I'm not as smart as Jerry Seinfeld, I guess. I'm not as smart as...
But when you go on, let's say, Letterman or Conan, you do not work dirty. You're able to do both.
I can do both,
That's right.
But on HBO, I figured, what the hell? Let it loose, man.
Right.
Why not?
All right, here's Artie versus Mad Dog round 2.
Oh, boy.
Artie, can we calm down with the language on that kind of show? Can we do that?
Listen, it's HBO, Chris. I will never listen to you with comedy advice, okay, buddy? You pick up my DVD, I curse like crazy. It's rated NC-17.
But I know when I buy your video. Artie, I know when I buy.
I'm not going to your fucking kid's 8th birthday party.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Turn off HBO? I know if I buy your video, I know what I'm getting. I know when I sit there and buy your book, I know what I'm getting.
It's HBO. Artie Lang's on HBO. What do you think? You're going to hear me through a psalm from the Bible? You got to be. Are you that stupid?
You can't calm down. Artie, you can't calm down. Artie, you can't calm down a little bit?
You can't calm down a little bit right now either?
I'm fine. You can't calm down a little bit, Artie?
You're not fine. You're not fine. You know what, Chris? No, I like to go over the line. I like to shock. I like to be funny. I like creating uncomfortable shit, and I love conversations like this. This sells books, man. I'm a businessman, too. My book went through the... I'm #1 on the Google Trends today. I don't give a shit about shit that much, except I want to be funny in my own way. I'm not censoring myself for anybody. This is like Lenny Bruce shit, man. Lenny Bruce got arrested, so I'm allowed to curse on HBO, and I'm going to fucking honor that. Howard Stern went through hell to be able to get me to... Howard Stern got FCC fines. Howard Stern's the reason you're allowed to talk like this on the radio right now, and I'm going to honor that.
I'm not using bad language, Artie. Artie, listen, I love Howard. I don't use bad language during a talk show.
You love Howard. There was different shit going on a few years ago with you and your fat fucking...
Oh, we got to leave Mike alone, Artie, please. That's not fair. Don't get on Mike. It's not his fault.
Mike's fat ass is giving me shit. I saw Mike once at a Knick game. I couldn't believe they didn't sell him 3 seats. His ass was so fucking...
Oh, Artie, come on. Don't pick on Mike. What did Mike do? Mike didn't do anything to you.
I'm not picking on Mike, but he's picking on me, so I'm hitting...
Well, when is he picking on... Artie.
Chris, let me tell you something. I'm from the streets. You hit me, I'm hitting you back.
When did Mike pick... In 20 years that I was with Mike, he never mentioned you once. When did Mike pick on you?
I got a bunch of phone calls saying Francesa's trashing you, so guess what?
Did you... Artie, did you hear it yourself, or are you going by what your friend told you?
Oh, right. I'm sure my friend would call me up.
Well, I mean, people like to cause... Artie, people like to cause dissension. Yes, friends will call up. Yes, friends will say... People say things to get a reaction. That's what people do.
Chris, don't teach me about radio. I know people make shit up, but there's no way. I guarantee you Francesa gave me shit, just like you're giving me shit.
Not in 20... Artie.
I give a fuck about Francesa. I give a fuck about you, so I'm calling in. That's it. I mean, I don't have proof, but you know what? Whether I have proof or not, Francesa...
listen, here's what I'd say.
Listen, one thing. Whether I have proof or not, Francesa still has a big fat ass.
No, I mean, listen, a little heavy. I'll buy that, but I mean 19 years, and I worked with Mike for 19 years. He never said a word about it. He never.
I know. That's not what I'm talking about.
For the last 8 months, if he said something, I don't know that.
He didn't say a word about me because I'm not famous enough. But today I made news in his fucking world, so he said something. So I'm
I said something. So now you didn't tell me that. You said something today? He said something?
Yeah, I just tried to, but you keep screaming like a crazy person. Like Bruce just started playing Prove It all night. I mean, shut the fuck up and listen. Francesa trashed me today, so I'm trashing him back.
I didn't realize. Well, you didn't say. I didn't hear you say. Nobody heard you say today. I thought you meant over the years.
Because you're screaming too loud like a fucking broad. Calm down.
So then Artie was done, and then called Bad Dog back to apologize to Francesa.
First of all, I don't know what happened because 40 people told me Francesa trashed me, and then a caller called up and said that he didn't. So no, I don't know what happened exactly.
So here's Artie apologizing.
Calling back with an apology.
By the way, Howard, that was the most ridiculous conversation I've ever heard.
Crazy.
It was
Artie, go ahead.
Chris, I'm sorry. Listen, the guy who just called up and said Francesa actually thought I made the show good. Now I feel bad because I made the mistake of listening to a friend. I apologize to Francesa. I don't know the guy, but I'll tell you what, he's right. It was a bore fest. It was a snooze fest. And maybe I thought I had to hit a home run instead of a double to right. So maybe I turned it up a notch. And again, this is where people are wrong. I didn't call Buck a cocksucker. That's not what I did. I would never do that. I made a joke about a website. I would never call him a cocksucker, all right? It's a difference of opinion. I'm sorry to Francesa, but Francesa's right, Chris. It was a bore fest until I started talking. And I'll tell you what, I don't think I'm Richard Pryor. I know I'm not that good, but I do what I do, and I'm trying to make a living. I went on there, and I did it. And a lot of people who I respect, including Howard and Howard's honest, man. If Howard thought I sucked, he would say I sucked.
Howard didn't even see it, right?
Howard saw it and listened to it, of course.
He saw it live, or did he see it after the show was on?
No, he saw it afterwards. But he watched it. He watched the whole thing. And look at it. Chris, look at it. Buck is laughing when I'm doing his father. They cut to the audience. They're not laughing in a fake way. Michael Irvin's now. Both of the kids next to me are laughing, Chris. I know you don't like it, but look, we have a difference in opinion. I apologize to Mike. I did what I had to do. I'm trying to make a living here, brother. I'm trying to avoid becoming a longshoreman again. And I tell you what, I'll keep doing it if it sells books, but not just because of that, because it's true to whatever. You want to call me an artist? I don't think I am, but I'm true to this the way Richard Pryor was true to his honest comedy. I will always do this, and I'll always listen to you, Russo. I won't bother you again. I love you. I'm going to keep listening. Thanks for taking my call.
Artie feels bad now.
Artie was feeling bad, and is it true Mike Francesco really had to buy 3 seats at the stadium?
Well, it's expensive, too.
Right.
$2,000 a seat.
Well, there you go. I mean, you must be a little bit worn out, huh?
I am, Howard.
You're yelling and screaming and
I feel a fraction of what it must be like to be you when you get a lightning rod of stuff. It's like, but the New York Times called me. I mean, there's a war on.
You're like Crazy Alice. You're yelling and screaming on all these radio shows.
Well, I mean, again, I would never...
Has he become Crazy Artie?
Crazy Artie.
Shut the fuck up, Crazy Artie, motherfucker. Fuck you, motherfucker. Chris Russo, fucking cocksucker. You ain't no Italian. You ain't no Italian. Fuck you, Fred.
You suck dick, don't you?
You suck dick, don't you?
I will have got the cocksucker.
Listen, Howard, I wouldn't have called. I wouldn't have called if Tim asked me to call.
What I thought was really wild was that HBO now on their website bleeped the entire thing. Like
they have bleeps in it?
They're uptight about the language that was used.
I guess their sports area is where they don't curse.
I guess. I don't know. Well, I think they want to be, they're a little schizophrenic, as you said. They want to be a bunch of different things, HBO Sports and HBO Regular, and, they're the dirty channel.
Here's the crazy thing, Howard, and I've said this before on the air, I am such a fan of HBO Sports. Their documentaries, Thrill in Manila. Mm-hmm. Like, they are, Liev Schreiber does all of the narration. They did a thing about the Oakland A's and the Raiders in the 70s. It's one of my favorite things ever. I own it. I love HBO Sports. I love Bob Costas.
They don't love you.
But they don't love me. So there's a lot of people I love who don't love me, by the way.
Right.
But anyway, let me just say, and I told this to the New York Times last night. Here's exactly what Ross Greenberg said to me, okay? And I'll tell you what Joe Buck said to me, too. And there's witnesses to this. He said it in front of a few people. And he's not going to like this, and I don't agree with this, but this is what he said. He said, look, Art, with a big smile on his face. Ross Greenberg.
Okay.
With a big smile on his face, he comes up to me and he goes, listen, man, if these two guys get boring, you go in there and put in some energy, and you're the cleanup guy, Right. And he said, if these two guys get boring,
right.
And Paul Rudd, who is a talented guy, and
Greenberg claims that what he meant.
I didn't say go nuts.
Right.
I said go nuts. That was right. He didn't say go nuts. He said if these two guys give him some energy. Now Joe Buck in the green room in front of a bunch of people said to me, "Listen, give it to me, man. Let me have it."
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He said, let me have it, man. That's what this is
like
about.
Like roast him, kind of.
Yeah, well, no, he just said, let me have it. I don't know what I mean. And so if you say that to me on HBO, what does he think's going to happen?
I don't know.
I guess you're right. The first thing was a little strong, but then I made, I told a touching story about how much I loved his father.
Right. Well, listen,
everybody forgot that, Artie.
I know.
That's right, Art. I was reading a guy named Tommy Craig's column in I think this is from Miami, but I don't know. I don't know where he writes a column, and he said that he thought that Joe Buck's phony outrage over Joe Buck's show is ridiculous. That having Artie on,
he invited Artie.
He invited Artie. Artie was wild, and that's what they could have expected. And Joe Buck now distancing himself from his own show is sort of a wild thing in itself. That this is your show, and you kind of wanted this, and now you're conveniently saying you didn't want it. HBO took Artie's appearance off of YouTube, and they had it removed.
YouTube?
Yeah, off of YouTube because they had it removed. I didn't hear the rest of these, though. There's a couple other shows, I guess, that commented on Artie. This is the Dan Patrick radio show from here at Sirius, I guess.
Well, I guess that, Gary's happy because they stopped talking about the pitch.
Yeah.
Well, at least I did something manly. No. I was offensive.
Before we dive into Brett Favre's appearance last night on the Joe Buck show, the Joe Buck / Artie Lang show on HBO.
It was a good show, the Favre, and then the nice piece on David Wright, and then that great segment with Paul Rudd, who was hysterical, and Artie Lang, and some guy.
Paul Rudd wasn't hysterical.
Well, he only had 2 words.
Paul Rudd was there?
Yeah, I think he said, "Hi, Joe," and that was it.
It was a hijacking last night.
Yes, it was.
Brutal.
Yes, it was.
Brutal but transfixing TV.
I was not turning the channel. There's no doubt about that, but I've never felt more uncomfortable or sorry for a host in my entire life.
But what do you expect with Artie Lang? This is a comedian with Howard Stern, and Artie's off heroin, and if you listen to the show, Artie never shuts up anymore. He's got 1,000 things to say, and I think he probably got on and said, hey, you know what? This is kind of boring here. Let me liven this up.
Exactly.
He pulled a Howard, like when Howard did that to Arsenio Hall, and he's done it to other places, but they went to him, and the first thing he said to Joe Buck, I can't even come close to repeating on the air, but poor Joe looked like, I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, he was shell-shocked.
Yeah, I think that he, and probably had his family there. That's a big thing. It's his first show. It's HBO. He wants to get into the entertainment field.
Sorry.
And I can host one of these shows. And
some producer in the back room in the early planning was like, you know what? Why don't we go a little crazy? Let's get a guy a little risque. How about Artie Lang?
That Artie Lang, I hear all the kids like him.
Yeah, it'll be great.
He's edgy. Yeah, that'll be good. But I think what he made the mistake of maybe waking Artie up a little bit. And he started to give him a little bit of grief. You, as a host, you got to be careful if you're going to pick your battles with a comedian, a stand-up comedian who's just going to fire back. I mean, Artie's used to doing this every single day of his life. And I think that's where Joe found out, especially the websites that Joe apparently goes.
Joe's 10 and 15-year-old sons, by the way, were in the audience.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
I wasn't told that.
Oh, dear.
Why would that have mattered?
Well, you know what? Maybe.
They're a little less innocent today.
Lang, you would have thought that he went on kicking and screaming, like he didn't want to go on the show. That's the feeling I got. It's like, I don't want to be here. And I'm just going to start taking shots. I'm bored. I'm going to start taking shots.
And the funniest part was he just says some really off-color stuff for about 2 minutes. And he goes, but, you know, Joe, I love your father. He's a great broadcaster, one of the best, old-school guy, didn't take any BS. And starts complimenting his father, but still throwing in swear words as he's complimenting him.
I thought it was Joey Buttafuoco when I first tuned in. I did. I saw Artie. I went... Is that? It's Artie. I thought it was Joey Buttafuoco there.
Hey, Marie, you're on the air in El Paso.
Hi, Howard.
Hi.
I love you.
Love you.
I just wanted to say, Artie, you know, because I was a big Jackie fan, and so Artie's kind of humor, it's always been something that I don't really get or I don't really understand, but it's always kind of been like he's not really himself, and I think it was the drugs. And I've been in rehab. I've just been out of rehab for like a month. And I know exactly what he's going through because, like, I'm now myself, you know, like being a bitch and, like, shouting at people. And you know what I mean? You're being yourself, Artie. And that's what I really, really appreciate about your humor now, is that you're being honest. And that's what makes it really funny.
Okay.
No,
I guess
she likes you.
That was a weird turn, but thank you, sweetie.
She back-ended into it.
I wonder how many times HBO will rerun this disgraceful episode.
I don't know. It sounds like they're bleeping it, but it is on their website. It's still there.
I know it's bleeped somewhere. Some people write me letters now about this whole thing,
and can I say something?
I'm trying to understand it, and I think somewhere it's bleeped, and YouTube took it off. That's what I know.
I don't know why YouTube would take it off, but. And
they don't take anything off.
HBO had it removed from YouTube somehow.
They don't want people seeing the unbleeped version?
Yeah.
One other thing about my intent. I was excited to be invited to that. That's a big deal for me. And a live HBO. It is for an HBO. I mean, I got a book out. It's an HBO show. Brett Favre and Michael Irvin are Hall of Fame guys, or Favre will be. And, you know, I didn't go there to do anything but try to make the show good and be funny. Joe Buck was very nice to me. He's a big fan of this show, and I didn't go on and try to hijack anything.
What was it like after you, like when you were leaving? Did he shake your hand?
He shook my hand and said, "Great job, man. That was great." And
you weren't ushered out by cops or anything like that.
I mean, look, every one of the crew guys hugged me and said that was the greatest thing ever. I mean,
Joe Buck himself. What did Greenberg do?
I didn't see Greenberg on the way out. I mean, I had to get up in the morning, so I left.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know I had to stay an extra half hour for the internet thing. I mean, I had to get up in the morning, but I stayed. And again, I would never say this except to defend myself. But if you got Paul Rudd and Jason on the phone, the two guys.
They thought it was funny.
Who were with me?
Yes.
Paul looked at me and said, "Do you realize how amazing what you just did was?"
Well, maybe we'll try to get this out going. We'll try to call Paul Rudd.
I believe Artie. I don't think I need to call Paul Rudd.
You don't?
I believe.
I would like to hear everybody's take on this.
You need to hear it all. Marianne, why don't we have everyone in the world call it? Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Artie, don't you have anything better to do than call a lame radio show?
What do you mean? He's promoting a book.
He's calling Mike and all these shows.
No, he called Mad Dog because
Mad Dog to promote his show.
Tim asked him to do it.
Oh, but Howard, can I ask you something? Do you think that Artie using your name like Howard said it throughout this whole thing, are you upset about that, or it doesn't really matter to you?
No, Artie works with me, and he's quoting things that I said. I thought it was funny.
No, I'm talking about on the shows, like he says, Artie's my boss, and Howard's my boss, and I'm only going to listen to Howard, and I only listen to the great Howard. You know, that's what he keeps saying, almost like you're his father figure, and he's got to put it out there like you have to protect him.
No, I think it's a way of him saying that he works with me and respects my opinion.
Well, that's nice. I have to say one more thing. It's not such a big deal, Artie. Life goes on, you know what? And you should just, like, chill out because you're trying to be in, rehab and stuff. So everybody does have a life, so we should all move on. Love you, Howard.
All right, Marianne.
I am chill. I'm very calm. This.
I've been a lot in the internet and stuff, and it seems like that man you're talking about, he said that he really wanted to kick you off, but because he promoted it so much, he wasn't going to do that, and that you were supposed to give energy and not that kind of raunchy, crazy behavior, because I think the reason...
All right, very interesting. David, go ahead. You're on in Toronto.
I just want to tell Artie, he's like a road that's been paved twice. Retard. You are less Italian than you are funny. I think you should concentrate on that. And the title of your new book, if you understand Italian, should be Chabot. It means fat little fuck.
Well, I'm an Artie fan.
I don't understand what he
said. Sounds more like... I think this is Mr. Greenberg on the phone.
He did a great joke. You hear him? A paved road, retard.
Retard.
Yeah, no,
that was a good one. That's funny, man. Can I use that one?
Howard's my boss.
Yeah,
you
right.
You can use that one.
Thanks, buddy.
You can use that one, and maybe you'll get a laugh.
Right. I never get laughs.
People laugh because they're
I never get laughs.
Doesn't mean you're funny.
Oh, okay. What would mean you're funny? People not laughing?
No, it would mean people laughing because you said something that was actually humorous, not belligerent.
Oh,
people laugh out of
that's a lot of your detractors are saying you've become very angry and belligerent.
Oh, okay.
That you used to be sweet Artie, and now you're vicious Artie.
Okay, well,
I thought that the Joe Buck thing was entertaining. Now, I don't know. I don't even believe everyone's carrying on like this.
I can't believe it either.
It was very controversial. We had no idea that they would be debating this all over everybody's ear.
Listen, if I was on there with Barack Obama, I would not have said what I said. Okay?
You said it was a setting where you felt comfortable enough to do your thing.
Exactly.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys.
Now, were you excited by all this, or were you upset by it? What happened yesterday in your life? Were you turned on by all of the attention, or were you turned off to this?
I have to admit, Howard, I was turned on by it.
You liked it? You liked all the attention?
It's exciting.
Did Team Lang come together and say this was a good thing?
I haven't met Team Lang.
Did you discuss this with your agent? Did you discuss it
They all think it's great.
They like
that's
it.
what I was talking about.
Because,
that's Team Lang.
because the book apparently...
doing well.
Went through the roof.
So that's what you want.
Yeah. The
so you got what you needed.
Well, I mean, it's publicity.
Right.
And
So you weren't having any sort of second thoughts about it, doubts?
No.
You feel good about your appearance there? And
Howard, listen, all I can go by is I've done a lot of talk shows, okay?
Right.
And I've done 1,000 of these shows and whatever, and I've done a lot of things in front of an audience. I thought it was great.
Right. So that's all you have to worry about.
And
Why
I've been
defend
on
yourself?
and I've been on before, and I've thought I've been bad too.
Why?
You know?
Why defend yourself? That's what you've got to do in therapy. You got to say, listen, I thought it was great. That's what I did. I stand by it.
Well,
that's it.
People are.
Don't get affected by everyone's opinion.
I'm not affected by it.
Good.
Really, I'm sort of just sitting here and people are coming to me. People called me. Tim called me and asked me to call Russo. I look, and everyone gets into this business because you want attention, and of course I was turned on by it.
I was glad to hear you say you were a narcissist. I think your numbers would be higher this week than mine.
I'm a narcissist. Absolutely.
He might be higher than you.
Yeah, you might be a little above a 34.
Right.
Robin, look, anyone who gets into comedy, think about what a comedian says to the rest of the world. Look, guys, I don't only think I'm interesting and funny. I think people will pay to fucking hear me. I mean, of course I'm a narcissist.
But I was going to ask you something. You would never go to your therapist to evaluate a performance, would you?
No, I wouldn't. But I might go to my therapist to understand why I'd care so much.
Right. I see. Okay.
Right. In other words, when I go into therapy, I have had issues where I care what everyone thinks. Mm-hmm. And we get into that. Why care about...
that's a different issue. I thought you were saying maybe you should talk to your therapist about, whether this was funny or not. And that's not what you're going to do.
No, I think Artie needs to deal in therapy with a lot of issues. This isn't one of them.
Right. What would he be talking about in relation to this, though?
His anger, he is lashing out at anyone who criticizes him, which is understandable. Mm-hmm. But the anger is so off the wall.
Right.
Well, you know what?
It's crazy that it's making his life like
a little bit unlivable.
And I would guess, if I may play shrink here, that all of this excitement, all of this fighting with everyone, all of this turmoil is keeping Artie from really getting to the things that bother him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
he's keeping himself busy.
You're 100% correct.
Right.
Something about that, though. I remember going through an anger phase.
Yes, I remember that
in
phase.
the few months that I did therapy.
Yeah.
And then cured yourself.
Before I quit.
Right. Before you declared you were cured. Yes.
And that's one thing that happens. A lot of your unexpressed anger just rises to the surface, and it is a little bit uncontrollable at the beginning.
Oh, it's horrible. And what is that famous quote by Richard Nixon, like, your enemies only win if you get mad, because then you destroy yourself. You know? And look, Howard's right. I have anger in me that's tremendous, and it's about a bunch of things. And thank God I found a therapist that I like. Like, I really like. I call him on the phone when I can't see him. If I'm on the road. So I'm working on it, man.
I believe that you need to be in therapy 5 days a week for now.
Okay.
Now, I'm not making a joke.
I don't understand. Is it structured therapy? What are we talking about?
It's a psychotherapy, I believe, that Artie is involved with.
It's intense.
And it's...
But is it structured? Like, we see each other on this day at this hour?
It's twice a week, based on his schedule and mine.
Based on
based on
you don't have a set appointment?
In the beginning of the week, he'll say, I have this day, and I'll say, okay, let's do it that way.
What about locking into 3 or 4 times a week at a set time?
I'll bring that up to him today.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be the move, because
I think you could, get through this a lot easier, maybe dispel a lot of that anger.
I think he's
in therapy.
I think I'll get through a lot of money too.
Well, that too. We can run through that.
Hey,
you're right. No, listen,
getting better does cost money.
If I could tell you,
investment in you,
if I could tell you what I spent on heroin, it
pales in comparison.
Way less.
What'd you spend a week on heroin? Would you say? I mean, there's no exact number, I'm sure.
A week?
When you really were at your worst.
At my worst? Yeah. Well, I read once that that Yoko Ono and John Lennon in the 70s were spending $5,000 a week on heroin. In the 70s.
That was the 70s.
Yeah, and I think, but you see, here's the thing. I was having it delivered because I was afraid to be seen going.
So there's a surcharge?
Well, absolutely.
It's like McDonald's, if they could deliver it to your house, they have to charge you something.
And these these were guys that I would overpay because I was afraid. I don't want them mad at all. You know. And I'll give you the most I ever spent in 1 week.
Go ahead.
Probably. You know what? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Not because there's a bunch of issues here.
Oh.
By the way, I mean, how often do you have to have it delivered?
About twice a day. No,
Is that true?
No. A couple times a week.
Right.
Yeah.
How long does the delivery person hang out? Do they just deliver and then leave? Like
you don't have to hang with
them.
them.
Hang out with them?
Sometimes it gets uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Sometimes they use bad language. Sometimes Ross Greenberg will say, look, you're Artie's heroin dealer. If it gets boring, try to mix it up a little bit. And they completely misread them.
Does the delivery person ever, like, once in a while, like, hand you the bag and then, like, pull it away real quick and, like, just fuck with you?
No, they don't want to. They want the money, so, you know.
They don't want to tease you with it?
That doesn't happen.
You're not in any mood to pull back the money, are you?
No, I'm not.
So when somebody, maybe let's put it this way, see if you can answer this. When somebody's habit is bad, like what generally would they spend a week?
Well, here's the thing. I never
5,000 sounds incredible.
I never shot it.
Right.
I believe John and Yoko were shooting it. You go through it way quicker.
Right.
So, you know, I would say even adjusting $5,000 a week now would be a shitload of money to pay for heroin because heroin's cheap.
Could you have spent $7,500 a week?
No.
No, not that
He's
much.
saying he didn't go that way.
He didn't go that way.
It's cheaper.
Well, it's like I never smoked cocaine either.
Right.
For some reason, I had these levels, and I was at parties where
there was times you were afraid to go that.
Yeah, because I would have
level.
lived in that bottle, you know. And I was at parties where I was handed a pipe, you know, I just said no to that somehow because I thought that was another level. And if you smoke coke, God, the money just goes because then you just get rid of it so quick.
Do you think you're insane?
On some level, sure.
You do.
No, that's qualified.
I mean,
Are you
insane.
Do you think you're insane?
No, I don't think I'm insane.
In other words, do you think you have a death wish?
Oh.
Which would be insanity.
I think, yes, I know that.
Right.
I think at one time I might have, but not anymore.
All right, good. All right, well, that's good to hear.
Well, listen, Howard, I tried to commit suicide. Howard.
Right. So are you insane?
No, I think I was at one point, but I'm not.
Now you're
listen, listen, I'm not trying to be wah here, but the pain that I went through, the darkness of seeing my father the way he was so traumatizing to me. And my father asked me to kill him once a week.
Right.
You know, and he was my best friend, and we did everything together. And when we played catch, you know, my hand would hurt from how hard he threw the ball. And the last 4 years of his life, I had to wipe his nose. And you know, it just it really was something I couldn't get out of my head. And I never went to therapy for it. And my mother always looked tired. You know, she would set her while
but
working.
Let me answer your question.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, I'm just trying to answer
your father. No, I hear you. Your father exhibited a lot of bad behavior.
Yes.
You described a story that I thought was almost too outrageous to believe that he would, you know, install, you know, phony cable.
But never did drugs or drank or anything,
Right.
which is weird. And he never gambled. It was weird.
Do you think a lot of your outrageous behavior is an attempt to be like your dad?
Absolutely.
It is.
1,000.
Because you admire him so much that all of his negative behaviors you think are good.
You could not be more correct. My father would tell me stories about how he used to fool around in school and get in trouble. And that absolutely made me want to do that.
So you think?
wait a minute.
So
We
you
were
think that
on-
being a real man is behaving outrageously or
Probably.
badly?
Well, no, not bad. But you see, because in a lot of ways, I'm a good man, Howard.
No, I'm not accusing you of being a bad man. You're a good-hearted guy.
Yeah, but
do you think outrageous and bad behavior
is manly?
Is manly?
Sure, in a way there is. But I'm older now. I used to think that. I realize now, of course. I mean, listen, the stuff I do on an HBO
No, I'm not
show.
talking about, forget HBO.
Right, okay.
I'm not talking about HBO. I'm talking about
You're
the
talking about his
heroin.
life,
I'm talking
yeah.
about your life. I'm talking about doing outrageous things. Stuff that you don't even talk about here.
I think I'm mature enough now to realize that that's wrong. But for a long time, I thought that was what a man was. Absolutely.
Let me ask you something, though, because we were on the conversation about insanity.
Right.
And insanity is not regulatable.
That's right.
Okay, you can't control. That's what insanity is.
That's why I asked the question, because insanity means you're insane. It means, in other words,
it means you
there's
don't have a choice.
The only way that you can recover from it, if you want to call it a recovery, is to be medicated.
Right, you have to be controlled outside of yourself.
Absolutely.
So
you can't say, today I'm not insane.
Right. So
you are. If you're insane, that's it.
There's no
cure.
I was insane yesterday.
No, there isn't.
That temporary insanity defense. What do you think of that?
That's why I asked you if you think you're insane, because...
Well, do you think I'm insane?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking that something's going on where my recommendation, and I don't say this lightly, the reason I said you should be in therapy 4 or 5 days a week is to find out what's really going on with you. Right. You should know what's going on with you.
Right.
In other words, you're an older guy with the heroin and stuff. That's dangerous stuff. I mean, you're playing with fire.
I understand.
And I love you, and I don't want to see anything bad happen to you. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I know you do, Howard.
So the thing is that if you are insane, let's assume you are, they can medicate you.
Right.
And if they medicate you, you'll have a good life. There are many people I know in my personal life who are, mentally ill. And people go shocked when you hear, mental illness. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, let me hit fuzzy
I don't
health.
want anything bad to happen to you. So if you are mentally ill, they should medicate you. If you're not, then you got to get to the bottom of this anger.
But let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you something.
Right. Because you tried to commit suicide, and that scares me.
But I tried to commit suicide because I had just done coke for 3 days, and I ran out of it. And
so you might not be insane.
I don't think I am.
But taking coke for 3 days is insane.
I know. But so everyone who does coke for 3 days, there's a lot of people who do that. I mean,
and they're not all insane.
I don't think I'm insane. I don't think I'm insane.
Artie, sometimes the drug taking is an attempt at self-medicating because
of course it
of
is.
insanity.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, all right.
That could be behind the drug use,
but okay, and that's
it could be
completely
I'm not a doctor.
Understandable.
Yeah, I don't know.
I understand that,
right.
but I'm not on any medication right now.
Right.
And for a couple of weeks on the show, I really was out of my mind, ruining interviews and shit.
Right.
And do you feel I've made an adjustment there?
No.
No?
No. You've made some adjustment, but not
well,
really.
Some adjustment.
Not really. No, I don't think so.
But some adjustment.
Some.
Right. So
I think you're having a hard time controlling yourself.
I'm going towards the.
Yeah. I think you're doing better. I just think that what I'm worried about.
That's on my own. So and I'm going to keep and listen. I will keep trying to do that.
There's something going on though that concerns me. That in doing your own rehab, I think you're going through a tremendous difficulty right now. You came off heroin, which
right.
I applaud you, and I think is unbelievable. I mean, an amazing feat, because anyone who understands addiction, that ain't easy.
Oh, no.
This is the hardest thing you're going through.
It's not just the drug.
And I don't think you even know inside of you how, forget the physical addiction,
right.
the psychological addiction. That emptiness now, that void that isn't filled, has to be filled some other way.
Well, it's the Charlie Parker quote. They can get it out of your blood, but they can't get it out of your brain.
Right. When you're an addictive person.
Whatever you were taking it for, you're now subject to having to control
right.
or
You're feeling things. Thoughts are creeping in that the heroin would dampen. In a way, you were medicating whatever it is that's bugging you, whether it is insanity, whether it's just the death of your father, whether it's the combination of everything that goes on in the pressures of your life. Whatever's going on now, you're starting to feel.
Right.
And I think...
That's a hell of a thing to have to go through on your own.
I know I have trouble negotiating my feelings. That's why I'm there 3 days a week. I can't imagine what it's like for you coming off heroin. That's why I'm saying...
Well, I am going. I'm going, and it's 2 days a week now, but I'll tell the guy I want more. I believe you, Howard.
I'm telling you, I think that I'm worried because, listen, you're a dear friend. But aside from working with you, forget the work. I'm talking about you're a good-hearted human being and a good man and a funny guy and a talented guy. And I think that this is a lot of pressure you're going through right now.
It is.
I recognize that.
Thank you.
But you got to get assistance. I mean, you got to find out what's going on. inside of you, because no one can do that on their own. Very few people, so, unless you're, so self-evolved that you can figure out what's going on.
And I'm not.
And I'm not either. So I'm not trying to set myself as an expert.
Yeah, and there are some people who it's just a drug thing, and they just get off the drugs, and they're fine. But if the drug was something to cover up something else.
Sure it was.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
You see, let me tell you something. Well, this is why I enjoy therapy now, and it's working. Just this conversation makes me feel better.
Right.
It does,
Because
and I appreciate it.
Right. Well,
because
people care about
because it's with people I respect.
Right.
Okay, and I respect this guy a lot.
Good.
And God, is he a wise soul? And
but here's the other thing. You also tend to turn everybody into either they're the greatest or the
shittiest.
worst.
All right.
He's a man.
I understand.
He's got expertise in this area.
Right.
He's going to sit with you. Some days you're going to hate him. Some days you're going to love him.
Right.
But he knows what he's doing. I know the guy's credentials.
Yes.
I was involved with that.
I know the guy's address. He better know what he's doing.
Right. He better, because there's a lot of money going on.
Yeah,
but as I said when you were first talking about it, it's a commitment you have to make to go through the rough patches and this lovely honeymoon.
Right, this is a honeymoon
going
phase.
on here.
I went to my psychiatrist and I said, I can't fucking stand this anymore. I don't want to be here. I want to get out. And by the end of the session, I felt great. So it was like, you're always going to have those feelings you want to get away from therapy.
Right.
I just say, look, who the hell knows what's going on? You've had a volatile past. The horror of your father, as you point out, and who knows what else went on there. You might have blocked out a lot of shit that you don't even know really what went on.
Well, I mean, I can tell you for one thing, I was never abused in any way.
Oh, no. That does nothing.
I mean, I know. I'm just saying.
Me neither. I mean, look at us. Who's going to abuse us? No one's attracted to us.
Abuse comes in many colors.
Believe me, I wish someone would have abused
No,
me.
I'm just saying. I just
paid attention.
And anybody can formulate an opinion on what you just said. I just want to make sure I was not abused.
I'm not talking about abuse.
Right. I understand.
And
you're right.
If anything, my abuse was people ignored me because of the way
that
I
was
looked.
terrible for you.
Right. I wish someone would have touched me inappropriately.
I want to be abused.
So anyway, listen.
Right.
This is a topic for off the air, but the fact of the matter is...
So let's do it on.
Let's do it on. No. What I'm saying
so much
is...
better on.
I appreciate
even this episode with Joe Buck,
right?
While I believe it was, television for me, anything goes. I'm not uptight. But I have a feeling even this weighs on you more heavily than you even know. Mm-hmm. That this is a lot of attention all of a sudden.
It is.
And there's a lot of pressure in it. Even the way, like, you're trying to convince this sports guy that you were funny.
Mad Dog. You're convincing the Mad Dog.
Yeah, you're caught
I'm turning into the Mad.
You're caught up in a lot here, and there's a lot going on top of which you're running around the country promoting this book, doing stand-up.
It's a crazy month.
And you just got off heroin. So...
It's nuts.
I'm saying this whole schedule sounds crazy to me. Everything about this sounds crazy.
Right.
Is what I'm saying to you. And, there's got to be time also to just sit down, relax, get in touch with your thoughts.
You're right.
And really focus on yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see that happening here. I see a lot of busyness to keep you busy, to keep you off of the heroin.
Off of Artie.
Yeah. Keep you away from it. Keep you off Artie, keep you off heroin, keep you off whatever the fuck it is.
Right.
There's a lot of running around. There's a lot of energy going on here. And I'm just,
a lot of distractions is what they call it.
And I hope the psychiatrist will sit with you and try and sort of say, hey, Artie, slow down. Learn to say no to a few things.
Well, that's what he said. He goes, because I called him from L.A., and he's like, where are you going? Like, I told him my schedule.
Right.
And up until July 1st, it is crazy.
And even with this show, it's like not everything has to happen at once. Like I always say to Artie, this is a long haul. We have another year and a half. Let's slow it down. Let's just take it easy. There's a lot of panic and pressure here going on. And I worry about you. And I've said this to you off the air, and I'll say it to you on the air. You're a friend, a dear friend. You're a good-hearted man. And I hope the audience doesn't forget that because, a lot of people are saying they hear Artie's anger. They hear he's vicious right now. You're a good guy. You're a good-hearted soul, and I know that about you. But I'm hoping and praying that you do take some time for yourself. Sit down. Yeah, okay, so you don't go away and do stand-up for a week, and it's going to cost you money for not doing stand-up, but...
Who cares?
I'd rather you spend the money. Go to a shrink, and sit there and talk about yourself, even till you're sick of talking about yourself, till you break through, until you get to understand what's going on, and let him understand who you are.
Right.
Because if the theory is that you're insane, good, get medicated. That's easy. That they can fix. if it's not insanity, that you're
you
doing
know,
this to
Howard
yourself.
makes this all. Not everybody is capable of dealing with the medication either.
That's right.
It's not that easy.
No, what I'm saying is
like
this is
a whole
complicated.
thing.
So what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, I personally, I don't think Artie's insane.
I don't either.
But I'm saying is, go get
If I was
diagnosed.
insane, Howard, I don't think you'd keep me here. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
you don't know that for sure, Artie. I've seen him hire insane people.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm sitting 2 feet from him every day.
They
Insane people
couldn't
aren't-
keep the job.
Yeah, insane people, listen.
Right.
I'm being dramatic for purposes on the air, but the fact of the matter is, we don't know what's going on inside of you, nor do you.
You know what? You're right.
I don't know what's going on inside of me.
That's what's scary.
I'm having somebody diagnose me and help me.
And you know what? And for years, I pushed that away, and now I'm embracing it.
All right, there you go.
And and it's a lot of and a lot of credit goes to you for that, man. And I appreciate it. You found the guy, and I love the guy.
Well, Artie,
The
as
one
important
thing-
as all of this is,
Yeah, but the one thing I would like to say is, because I much like Artie, I am fascinated by people who are out of control, know, because he's always talking about, his hero, Keith Richards and John Belushi, and, every hero he has, Charlie Parker, they're all crazy. And, and they were literally insane.
That's right.
And I was watching that Hunter S. Thompson thing, or Thomas, whatever his name
Hunter
was.
S. Thompson.
Thompson.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Well, I wasn't watching that. I was watching a documentary
About him,
him.
yeah.
And the man's brilliant, but he's in pain every day of his life. And he's taking these drugs to try to get out of his own head. And eventually, it took a long time, but he eventually killed himself. And it was like, that's what I worry about with Artie, is the darkness.
That's right.
That severe.
Well, that's why it has to be diagnosed.
Well, and
you can't get diagnosed in a day on something like that. So
Hunter S. Thompson, I believe, blew his head off at the age of 60 because that's the exact age Hemingway did. I think he said, Hemingway blew his head off when he was 60, and that's what I'm going to do. Believe me, guys, I promise you, I'm not in that place. I'm not there.
All right.
I'm not
That's
there.
good.
I'm far from it, as a matter of fact. I might be annoying, but I'm happy.
By the way, as important as all of this is, there's something more important to discuss. Everybody is here for the Bang My Dad update.
By the way, I saw these people. This was so funny. I saw them on the street yesterday as I'm driving. The 2 daughters and the father, and he had a smile on his face.
Yeah, well, we'll find out what happened right after this. Let's take a break. Everybody calm down.
Wow, that was a rough hour, man.
Well, listen, you're the toast of the town. You're the
I'm
man
just
of
saying,
the hour.
I don't even care about that shit. I mean, I appreciate the last 10 minutes here, but, I promise you, I'm doing better, and I'm working on everything really hard because I want to be alive forever now.
Yes.
And I got a second chance. The doctor told me I'm lucky to be healthy. I always thought I was going to die from health issues, and he said, no, if you can control your anger and stuff and not destroy yourself, you'll be around for a long time.
You might actually live.
And I want to live for a long time.
Well, that's good news.
All right.
Not to everybody on the Stern Fan Network, but I do want to live for a long time.
The Stern Fan Network wants everyone dead.
It is weird that it's getting this much attention, though. I mean, Joe Buck, if he pretends to be upset about this, I really think it's stupid. But again, I don't want to show any anger.
There was one line in that whole thing, and it happened to be the very first line,
Right,
that maybe Artie would take back or change it and make it a little less...
I wouldn't take it back because it got a reaction. But Scott's right. It was strong. But if you take that line out, I don't think there's that much of a deal right now.
Yeah,
but I mean, look, I said the jizz line during the internet part.
Well, maybe we're desensitized because where we work, but I tell you, we all fucking laughed.
And everyone in the crowd was laughing. Yeah. I mean, did you hear me bomb? I didn't bomb.
No.
Yeah, Ross Greenberg did not return our phone call.
Of course not. Ross Greenberg, I don't think is operating on a ton of brain power.
Howard TV.
Hi, my name is Al D'Amato. I'm here to see my friend Howard, but actually to bring the attention of National Poker Week. And that's we want to, the Poker Players Alliance, fight to give people the right to play poker on the internet in their own homes. Give us back that right. Congress took it away. They were wrong. Now they should correct it.
We have Senator D'Amato here. He is an old friend of the show. He's probably one of the few influential people that actually talked to us.
And while he was in office.
Yeah, he actually talked to us while he was United States Senator. And very few people do that.
Absolutely.
Senator, let me ask you something. How are you, by the way?
Couldn't be better. And it's great to see you.
I meant to drop you a note to wish you a happy anniversary. I know your anniversary just went by.
Yeah.
And Saturday.
5 years.
That's right. And a lot of people said it wouldn't last, that the age difference was too much.
Good morning.
That you couldn't handle it in the sack and this and that. And boy, oh boy,
Who was saying that? You?
I was saying that.
Howard, how could you do that? I mean, but life has changed.
It has.
Yes,
and I don't believe it's as good as you say it is. I think
it's better.
No, it isn't. No.
When did I look so good, Robin?
You look great.
You do look good. You lost weight. You look good. You're working out. Right.
I do.
You look good.
And it's fun.
Yeah.
And you can't be possible. I would suspect that if we were off the air,
go ahead,
you would be a little more honest with me. That you would say that, listen, I know your age. You're an older man now.
I'm going to be 72 in about 10 days, August 1st.
You are not ashamed of your age.
No.
Oh, wait. Papa's 96.
And you look good. You never had plastic
94.
surgery. You've never had taken Botox or a facelift or anything like that.
Nothing like that.
A lot of people accuse you of that.
No penis enlargements.
Right.
Nothing like that.
You never needed that?
No.
But, a lot of people would look at you and say, okay, yeah, he has it all. You got the hot wife. You got the young children.
You got the kids out of the way. Your older kids are how old?
Oh, yeah. No,
they're older than me, those kids.
They are. My daughter is. I have my one daughter, Lisa, who tracked down Murphy, the poor unsuspecting Irishman. They now have 7 children, so I have 7 grandchildren with her.
He has children that are older than himself. They're older than Senator DeMano.
They outage him.
Yeah, that's right.
14. Listen.
But my question is.
Go ahead.
It is not fun for you to be chasing little children around the house. You don't do any of that. You've got a lifestyle where you probably...
How much in help?
Are you still work a full schedule?
Yeah.
All right. So what time you leave the house in the morning?
Well, this morning, very unusually early.
Yeah.
Right?
What time do you leave the house?
Generally, about between 9 and 9:30, because if we leave earlier, you get stuck in that traffic. I don't have to tell you, coming from the island.
Right.
It is brutal.
Where's your office? In the city?
Yeah.
Okay, so you travel...
101 Park, 40th and Park. Now we have an office in Washington, which I'm flying down to later today.
Law offices.
He can't stay out of the house enough. He's flying to Washington.
Hey, what are you now? Are you a lawyer now? I mean, what are you doing?
We have a consulting firm and a lobbying firm.
Right.
And we have offices in D.C. and Albany and Buffalo and out on Long Island.
It's you and a bunch of guys?
We have about 16 people, and my son Chris, my younger son, you've met him.
Yeah.
He's my partner.
And you go into work 9:30, and you probably get home around. You probably have dinner in the city, and then you get home around what, 9 o'clock at night?
I try to get home for dinner, but I have a Tuesday TV show with Mayor Koch.
Right.
We do on New York 1.
You're proving my point, by the way.
He's never
What's
home.
that?
So you're never home.
No, that's wrong.
No,
that's wrong.
That's right.
So that's the one night
I'm right. I'm right.
Monday nights, first of all, Mondays and Fridays, I generally, during the summer, try to take off, stay on the island.
Hold it a second. How often do you go to Washington
Washington once a month.
Okay.
I'm going down for National Poker Week. We got to get that on.
Poker Week?
Poker Players Alliance.
You and I play poker.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
And that I want to enlist you. I am chairman of the Poker Players Alliance. Howard Stern.
What is that?
What is the Poker Players Alliance?
Well, let me tell you what happens. 2 years ago, my crazy conservative Republican friends, in the dead of night, on the Port Security Act, very important to guard the ports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Bill Frist, the then Senate Majority Leader, wants to be president. So somebody tells him, you can get the Christian right to support you if you pass this law, which basically will prohibit playing poker in your own home on the Internet. And do you know these jackasses passed that bill? And now, oh yeah, a bunch of jackasses.
This is why I love him.
You think about this.
I mean, if you want to play...
The war in Afghanistan is over, in Iraq is over, the economy is booming, you have no oil crisis, and you stupid asses, you pass a bill to ban playing poker on the Internet.
Yeah.
Wow.
In your own home.
Yeah, why is everyone so uptight about that? Why do people care if you play poker on the Internet?
Well, supposedly it's going to contaminate the little children. They will become addicted. Did you ever hear of parental responsibility?
I have heard that term.
You'd have to get a credit card. A kid
it.
would have to get a hold of a credit card to play Internet poker.
Well, besides that, if you regulate it,
Right.
Then you can see to it that you have honest games. You give people the ability to play a game of their choice, poker, national pastime. Well, just about every president, including the present one, has played poker. But what you're saying is, unless you can go to a casino or go to a neighbor's house, etc., you're not allowed to use the most modern means of communication, the internet, to play poker.
So what are you going to do? You're going to go down and protest?
This is National Poker Week. We have 350,000 signatures we're presenting to President Obama, people petitioning, saying we want the right to play poker. We are lobbying on behalf. Now, here's Alphonse, the so-called conservative, right?
So what do? You go down, you visit your Republican buddies, and you say, listen, guys, let me...
everybody.
What are we doing here?
Barney Frank happens to be the champion of saying, let people use the internet the way they want.
Right.
This is in the spirit...
What about the fear that people will be out of control playing poker on the internet, and they'll go through their life savings and all of that?
It's just this kind of thing. First of all, if they're out of control, they can play at a casino, they can play somebody's home.
There's plenty of ways to lose your money.
And, I mean, so that's like prohibition.
Right. Don't make alcohol.
Stop them from drinking. So what happened? You had bootlegging. You had illegal. If you regulate it and license it, you can raise about $20 billion over 10 years. That's a lot of money. You want to pay for health care? It's a little down payment.
We could go to war with everyone on $20 billion. I mean, we could kill everybody.
Howard has been doing this lately. Everything that the government comes up with or has to do with raising money, he puts into munitions.
I do.
Immediately, he's bombing somebody.
I'm like Robert McNamara. I believe we got to build up the military, nuke everyone's ass.
I want Howard Stern, who is a devotee, long before most people were on the internet. Right?
Right.
You were a chess advocate. By the way, they could ban chess tournaments, too, if they give out prizes.
They can't do that to me.
No, they will.
They will?
Oh, sure. If they hear that you are a chess advocate, I can get half a dozen guys to sponsor your bill because they want to stop Stern.
If you're busy doing all this all the time, this goes back to my original point. So when are you home with these kids of yours, these young kids?
I just came back from Italy. Saturday.
Were you with the kids?
With baby Alfonso, 17 months old.
You took the kid to Italy?
Yeah.
You did?
That's tough.
How many nannies traveled with you?
None.
What?
None. We did have my wife's mother, my mother-in-law. She came with us.
That must be fun.
We only have one nanny at home for the baby.
You travel? What do you travel over to Italy?
Yeah.
You get yourself a hotel.
Yeah.
And you're stuck in there with the young hot wife and the baby?
And a little guy, and we had a van and a driver, and he would take us. We went to Tuscany, the wine country, and we went to Florence for a day, and we went to Assisi and Siena, where they have Il Palio. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
I have seen that. That's beautiful.
Isn't it great?
I've seen pictures. Listen, I don't go anywhere. I love the United States more than even you.
But
I am a United States guy.
Well, you appreciate home more when you go away.
Absolutely. Anything I could see over there, I could see here.
You can't see the palio over here.
I see pictures. It's highly overrated.
First of all, I want to recruit you to join the Poker Players Alliance, of which I am the chairman.
All right, I'm in. What do you want from me?
Well, I want you to tell your people.
I'll do it.
The PPA.org.
PPA.org.
The PPA.org.
This is your thing.
It's a great thing. And this is to
He's a real poker player. He loves it.
We play every Monday night up at the Castle, Ohika Castle.
Yeah.
You know where that is.
Yeah.
Right. Every Monday
You're up
night.
there?
Oh, yeah.
You play?
Absolutely.
And they clean you out?
No.
Come on.
Howard. Howard, you know better. Have you said, have I lost occasionally? Sure.
This guy's a great poker player. I used to play with him. Yeah, we would go over to a hotel and play with our friends.
Garden
one
City
of our
Hotel.
friends passed out during it.
Oh, yes, I remember. That was a mess.
And the senator was dating a hot female doctor at the time, and she rescued the guy and the whole thing.
Thank goodness.
You remember that.
That was unbelievable. And then we continued playing. Hey, listen.
You got him out of there and continued playing?
I was losing at that point. I needed to come back. Well, listen, what am I supposed to stop
What
a game?
you needed was a break in the game. How did you get that guy to pass out?
Yeah.
Somebody passing out should never stop a poker game.
Can I tell you something?
And sexually, the marriage is functioning well?
You better believe.
Are you as hot for your wife as you were 5 years ago?
More so.
More so?
Absolutely.
Even after the kids?
Oh, yeah.
Were you in there for the birth?
We have one, and we have Isabella. We think we're going to name her Isabella, a little girl on the way in October. Alfonso is now 17 months old.
Yes.
Here.
Let me see.
You don't.
Well, you're really into this, huh?
That's Alfonso on Father's Day. An area down at the beach. We have our house.
Well, I heard your tape to me, and let me tell you something. I don't want
Howard
anything
has
to do with
it.
No.
Howard needs a child.
I don't need a child.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Beth,
What do I do?
you know
what my question is?
All you do is wake up at 2 a.m. and start crying. And he'll say, "What's wrong, Beth?" And you'll say, "What are we going to do about a family?" And then what's he going to say? You got your dog? No,
I love dogs.
Oh, and then you're going to say, well, "Can we talk about it at another time?" And so you're not working. It's on a Friday. And so at about 7 o'clock, you'll come with a cup of coffee under your nose, and you'll wake up.
Why do you stand up for the poker industry and not for me? Why?
I am. I'm
No.
sticking up. It's going to be good for you. It is, and we can have Baby Alfonso play with Baby Howard.
Let me ask you a bunch of topics. Let me ask you.
Playmates for his son. That's
All right,
why
number
he's
one.
Exactly.
This Sarah Palin, right?
Yes.
The one who just resigned.
Yeah.
A nudnik, right? Is it cool?
No, over her head in terms of being thrust into the national scene.
She was a lightweight, right?
Look, no. She wasn't prepared to handle, and they didn't give her the...
Listen, I'm going to tell you something about yourself.
Yeah.
I've sat and talked to you about world politics.
Right.
All kidding aside, you're well versed in every topic. You know what's going on. You were always into it.
She wasn't prepared for that prime time.
The guy she was running against, Senator Biden, guy's a top-notch guy, bright guy. He knows how to answer questions. You ask him questions.
Joe.
Right. You know this.
Joe, he's a family friend.
Okay. She comes on the scene. They ask her, what period... Katie Couric said to her, "What periodicals do you read?" And she said, "I don't know." She goes, "Whatever they bring me, I read." She couldn't answer. And then they say the media was out to get her. Out to get her. You only prayed for softball questions like that when you were running for senator.
But look, now I want to take a free shot.
Okay.
This is a free shot. I think David Letterman is a lowlife, over his head, and what he did and what he said, and you know, I believe in free speech.
Sure.
I took on the FCC. Why? Because it was the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to censor you, close you down, do all kinds of... But when this guy says that Sarah Palin's 14-year-old daughter, who is she having sex with, or words to that effect, that is
Now,
bullshit.
let's be honest, though.
That is
Let's defend Letterman.
No, let me finish.
He didn't do that.
Yes,
he didn't do that.
No,
Yes, he did. And then, what did he try to do when he got hit by... Well, I didn't mean her. I meant the other daughter. Now, I mean,
I believe that.
You don't believe that.
I believe that's true.
Oh,
I don't think he knew the 14-year-old. He was talking about the one who had the baby.
All right, so even if it was the 18-year-old, you're going to say she's having sex with some boy. Yeah, come on.
Listen.
It was a joke.
Listen to me.
It was inappropriate.
Didn't McCain make a Chelsea Clinton joke? Didn't McCain make a Chelsea Clinton joke?
If somebody did that to Senator Clinton and her family, and
but they did.
You know what?
McCain made a horrible joke. Wasn't it McCain, Fred, who made the horrible joke about Chelsea Clinton's appearance?
Why is Chelsea Clinton so ugly? Because Janet Reno was her father?
Yeah. And that was a terrible joke.
That's
horrible joke. Out of line.
Did he apologize?
I don't know.
Well, you see,
I assume he did.
I assume he did.
Right.
It took Letterman a couple of days after he was getting killed. I just think he's a mean-spirited prick.
You don't like him.
I could say that.
You goddamn right you could.
Huh?
Say other words.
Free air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Letterman, you're a mean-spirited prick. And by the way, I don't want you to join the Poker Players Alliance.
Really? You will not let him in?
No, I won't. I don't care if I have to fight the whole board.
So you say Palin wasn't so bad. Over her head. And do you think she'll be...
What is this stepping down from the governorship?
You would never step down.
Well, look, I think she probably has...